like him, inside and outside, blew his house with the blue little window and a blue Corvette, and everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around, 'cause he ain't got nobody to listen. I'm blue, I'm a need, I'm a die, 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 I'm a need.
23 season. Hewitt received after a couple of hands. At the back, drops. Frampton was there. Mackay gets boot to ball and kicks Carlton's first.
Keep looking for a point of difference.
Cripps gets it away. De Koning with a big fly. Hit of the Blues. Motlop to Silvani. Tries to get free. Fisher on the wrong side for a left footer. Hooks it back on the right. And Hewitt was the only Blue that went up with 4 pies in the vicinity of the footy.
Goss, yeah, probably not. Elliott's an aerial specialist up the other end. Didn't really want to go in the defensive half.
Keeps it low, George Hewitt. Puts it through the middle. Noble has to get rid of it. Silvani was lurking.
In the first 15 of the second.
Crisp arrives. Kennedy's able to apply the tackle on him. Lead this time from Motlop. Pinpoint delivery. Was he pushed after he took the mark? He was, but whether it's a free kick is another case. Kennedy, eyes light up, sees the goals open and drills it. Terrific finish. Crisp. Stolen though by Cripps. Just wanted it more than anyone else. Terrific hard ball in and Motlop hits Honey. From 45 out. Nails it. And just used the one hand superbly. The Carlton captain superstar. Couldn't have kicked it any better. Cripps gets the first of the fourth quarter. But now O'Brien, who's worked hard all day, can send the Blues inside 50 to Doherty.
All right, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of the Jumper Punch. And here in the black seat, sitting in the corner of the studio, weighing in at 198 pounds is Rocco Stagniti.
Introduced himself.
And sitting on the end of the couch, weighing in at 214 pounds, Etienne's very own Paul Sebastiani, and very special guest, weighing in at 240 pounds, the heavyweight champion of the 95 grand final, Mr. Angelo the Wolf Christou.
It's Evangelist.
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 Christou.
It's Evangelist.
Well, you know what else I got to say? Let's get ready to rumble.
Hey,
How are you guys?
very well.
Very special
Just
episode.
before we start,
A very special effort.
what's going on here?
What's going on?
What do you think
mate?
this is,
Like
EOS?
already?
Well, I'm Greek.
We're
Already taking
EOS.
over. What is this? Like,
This is the pastime. This is what we do.
this is what we do, man. This is the show.
This is how we
This is
roll.
what we've resorted to.
This is how the Greeks roll.
I am loving it. Hey,
Let's
listen.
get serious going.
No, there's nothing about serious. We just saw some of the highlights there.
Oh,
Yes, from yesterday's game.
From yesterday's game,
Yes,
and they look like. But we'll get into that.
We will.
We'll
We
get
will.
into that.
We
We've
will.
got very special guest, Mr.
Evangelist.
Evangelist. Is that what we're going to call you? Or am I going to go? You're just going to call you
Evangelist.
Wolf or Ange?
Evangelist.
Evangelist.
I've actually changed everything. I've changed my
Oh, did you?
my banking details.
To Evangelist.
Yep.
Oh,
My passport.
I reckon that's cool, man.
I like it.
Everyone used to call
My
me Rock.
license.
Yeah, your license?
Yeah, Evangelist.
Hey.
Don't show up, because everyone will see you,
Go
see your
ahead.
address,
No,
and they'll all come
just
to
so
you.
you know, just so you know, you think I'm lying. Where have I got it?
Was it a pain in the ass going and change everything?
No, not really.
That's it. He has.
Evangelist.
He has indeed.
Evangelist.
He has indeed.
Evangelist.
I like it,
Evangelist.
I
Are
like
they
it.
jealous?
Ah, they were jealous.
I know. Maybe envious, but I wouldn't say jealous.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Go for
Listen.
it.
We've got a very special guest.
We do
I'm
have a
telling
very
you,
special
mate,
guest.
The Wolf, man. I'm
Yeah.
telling
Oh,
you.
as
With
in
this
I thought there was a special guest. I'm the special guest.
You are, man.
Hey, come on.
You're the man, mate. You're the
Guys,
man.
guys.
Come on,
I'm no
mate.
different to
We're
you.
gonna we're gonna show some stuff
He's
later.
very
on.
humble.
I'm no
He's
different.
very
I'm
humble.
no different to you two.
Nah, except you could kick a ball like
So
a
what?
mile.
Everyone can kick. They can all
Nah,
kick.
come on, man.
We can all run. We can
Hey,
all
you know what you
handball.
forgot to bring? I forgot to ask. You should have brought the medal. You should have brought the medal. Where is the medal? Do you like it displayed?
No,
or?
my mum has it.
Oh yeah,
That's nice.
yeah, that's
That's
special,
nice.
eh?
I found my jumper as well the other day.
Oh, did you?
And there's paint all over it.
You told me you painted with it.
I was painting.
You
back
believe it? He
about
wins a premiership. He goes and paints the house with the jumper.
15 years ago, I was painting a home, and I didn't have anything. And
That is, I
painted-
can't believe that.
I have to show you. I have to show you.
I can't believe it. Next time you come, you can show it. Hey,
Season
listen,
launch, you can bring it.
you know, mate,
Yes.
it's at the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
Who's on?
Hey, how you going?
You didn't even dial the number, mate.
No. This is
silent,
like a
silent.
special call. Did you hear the phone ring? What's wrong with you,
No,
mate?
I felt it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's my bro.
All right,
Morse code.
We got a special. All right, we got some video. All right, hold on. All right, apparently
Well,
the streets have gone wild. They've heard Aegis come
my
onto
God.
the show.
Oh, my God.
Let's have a look.
Far
What
out.
is going
They're
on?
rioting
here.
in Reservoir. Are they rioting in Reservoir, are they? Oh, my God.
Oh, here we go. Is this Lonsdale or Greece?
Look at they've gone wild, mate. They're doing the Zorba. Look at this. Hey, look at this bloke in the blue, mate. Do you know him? Because he was excited that you were coming onto the show. Watch him go. Oh.
That's ridiculous. Oh, that's awesome.
I don't know what that's called. Maybe a
Look at this.
Might be a Cretan dance.
That's amazing.
I think that's Cretan music.
It's how good's the culture?
Imagine that bloke
awesome.
in the forward line.
Mate, he
Or in the
can
middle.
do-
Imagine he kicks a
can
goal
do
and
it.
starts doing starts celebrating as all.
Mate, they're excited that you're out here, mate.
Right.
Like I can.
Is that right?
But no, come on, man. Let's have a look at this.
All right.
Let's have a look.
What are we
at,
looking at?
Look at the
Look at the man. Oh!
You could have picked some better.
They're the best ones we got,
That's
mate.
all
Do you
they had.
remember the one? Do you remember the one at the bottom there on the right hand side? Look how young you were there, mate.
Bottom right. Jeez. Is that first season?
Look at
That
the
would be
guys.
like you would have been just picked up.
19.
You've been probably in the reserves there.
Yeah, probably. Actually,
What about that one in the
91.
middle with the big buffet? That's a tough shot.
My favourite one is bottom left.
Of course.
That's one of our most
Well,
iconic photos.
It's- Yeah, it would be everybody's.
Does
One
it
of the
run
first,
everywhere?
I think so.
Does it run everywhere?
My one is
It just seems like
the
it's just
Zorba
like-
there.
There's
No, but the iconic, mate, kick on the top left-hand side,
That's
mate.
that's winding up.
Mate, we've got some highlights
That's the-
That was
later.
probably going down Cooter's throat.
Yeah.
Actually, we've got some highlights, man. You kicked at the Cooter more often
Yeah,
than
we
you.
know, yeah. Oh,
But he was in that position, correct? Like,
a lot of the times, no. I'd actually wait.
actually, I noticed a lot of times you would direct where you wanted them to go,
Yeah,
so you could kick
you're
it.
right. Yeah.
You would hit Harry a lot of times too.
Out of the back line, yeah.
Yeah.
Kick-offs, yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I actually would. And then I was hoping that there'd be someone like Crumming as well.
Yeah,
Just
which-
in
Yeah,
case
that's
he-
the idea.
Wow, with that sort of midfield, there
Numbers
usually,
for the
there usually was
contest.
Radden.
Yeah.
You had Williams. You had Bradley.
You just had more time in the back line when you kicked out.
Yeah.
'Cause you had like 10
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in motion, you've only got like a split second to
I know.
think where you're going to kick it.
I know. And I'm telling you, like, well, not that I know, but I could see that within like VFL to AFL,
Oh, the
that
speed.
split second
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
cut in
yeah,
half
yeah,
again.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Exactly right. Exactly
excellent. Hey, listen,
Right. Good collage. I like that.
I like
Nice
that.
collage.
Let's.
I beg to differ.
Nah, you look. Hey, what about that one there with the
Wait,
bloody?
look at that.
Look at that, mate. The rig was happening there, mate. You were at your prime.
I knew the camera was there. No, I did.
That is superb. All right, hey, listen. We
Make the
are
phone
gonna
call.
order.
I
No.
felt the vibration.
No,
Oh, you're making a
This
call.
is
Yeah,
we're
we're
making
making
the
a
call
call.
now. Now
Hey,
we're making the call.
The number you don't remember, but it's 1995.
Okay.
That number has to change soon.
Yeah, it's got to be.
It's got to change soon.
Got to be
mate.
2023.
It has to be. Hey, how you
Might
going? All right. Yes, we've got a special show, special guest. Yes. All right. So 2 coffees and a tea.
Tea.
And tea. Yeah, apparently someone wants a tea. All right. No worries. Thank you very much.
We got a delivery driver, or am I?
Nah, no delivery driver. You got to pick it up. You should.
Right.
They're pretty quick.
I should
They're pretty
charge
quick.
extra.
How quick are they?
Nah, they're quick. Eh?
Very quick.
Let's time.
They're pretty quick. They're pretty quick. So, here we go. Here we go. Look at this. Look at
Quickest
this.
Uber drive ever.
Are you kidding?
Look at
Who made
this.
those?
Look at this. It's just the press of a button.
Oh, look at
Wow.
this, man. And we got like the Nutella,
Anyway,
Got
people
some
can
shortbreads.
pick what they want.
the shortbread.
These are proper.
Yeah,
these are little
nice.
cookies and cream sticks.
They're like a little.
You sniff those? Or do you eat those? What do you These probes.
Well, they weren't before, but they are now. Usually when we do, we put a little bit of that pure old panther piss. This is the Mediterranean.
Yep.
Did you want some in the tea?
Oh no.
It's probably not a go for tea. I wouldn't
No,
have
probably
thought.
not a go for tea.
Is it homemade? Yeah. Oh right.
Puts hair on your chest.
I've got a few white.
This is.
Oh yeah.
This
Try
is.
this.
Yeah.
Oh, you want some a little bit?
Oh, he's going to go straight.
That'll do. Just a little.
Just a little.
What's this?
Just a little one to warm the Robbie Cockerels. How is Robbie Cockerel, by the way?
I think he's doing all right.
I hope so.
think he's doing all right. Cheers, Biggie.
Salute.
Salute.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To
Cheers.
a big one.
To a big 2023. Salute. Oh, that's potent.
Oh.
That gets you going.
All right,
That
well done.
gets you going. While we're here, as I said, this is a bit of a special show. The actual
Yes.
show, the actual first official show is on the 14th of March, 2 days before the big game.
That's correct.
Big game. So
Yes.
this is it. So again, we're not going to mention sponsors and that, but I'm telling you, mate.
These are just nice little get-togethers
Yeah,
we have with
yeah.
the great people of the Jumper Punch.
That's it. That's
and the
it.
northern suburbs.
100%, man. But we have got some big sponsors to announce in the coming weeks. Massive.
Huge.
I'm telling you.
Huge.
I'm telling you.
Enormous.
I am telling. And there's another big thing happening.
Yes.
The BA Blue Abroad and Jumper Punch launch.
The season launch.
When is it?
March the 11th.
Where is it?
At North.
North Seafood and Grill.
Seafood bar and grill.
North
This
Star
is
Seafood Bar and Grill. I'll tell you what, I reckon that bar's going to get a good run on that Saturday. You know why? Because 2 days earlier, it's my birthday.
Ah! We're going to have a birthday celebration. So it's going to be there. So look, I've been speaking to Terry. There's probably only about 10 or 15 tickets left.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So you've sold what, 80, 85?
Yep.
About that.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's only 10 or 15 left. So get on there now. We're going to get down there. You see the big Ange is going to be hosting the place. We're going to have
Gonna be
some
fantastic.
food there. You'll be able to purchase plenty of drinks.
Yes.
There might be a special
Hey.
guest as well.
There might be a special guest. He might be one of his good mates. I'm not going to say anything, but there might be a special guest
We'll
there.
have to pay him.
Yeah.
Or maybe a few burgers or a couple
Yeah.
of potato cakes.
Does he do anything for free? Very rare. I
Well,
reckon he charges his kids.
You know they say in
Yeah.
economics,
He does.
Economics 101, there's no such thing as a free lunch.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
There's always something. But anyway, come down. It's gonna be good. I'm
Yes.
telling you, everyone's gonna be there. We're gonna have a good time.
Tickets are
At
selling
North,
like hotcakes.
they are, man.
Like
They
hotcakes.
sold. As I said, there's only a few left. So really,
They're
get
selling
on.
like Ange's food.
Send
at
the
North.
food. Hey,
Flying out the door.
I actually went there to eat last night. The food was fantastic as normal.
And the atmosphere was?
Was fantastic.
Brilliant.
Actually,
Pretty good.
there
Yeah.
was another past player who I noticed walked in,
Ah,
That's right.
and he had dinner there.
who was
Number
it?
43.
He
The
came
big
in.
Keith.
Simon
Did you
White.
say- Did you say right?
Nah, to tell you the truth, when people go and have dinner, and I don't
leave
disturb them.
Well, a
mate.
few did. A few disturbed him.
I know.
I can't.
But
I
I
just,
don't
you
like
know.
it.
They were like high
Neither do
school friends.
Yeah,
Ah,
I don't
that's
like
fair
it, man. Like when it's
Yeah,
when it's
that's
like
fair enough.
together, but like he's there with his family. Oh, and you got to interrupt him. No.
I would have though. I would have, but I didn't have time to even say hello to you.
Man, I'm telling you, you got to see the place last night. It was rocking. Good.
Yeah.
Here we
All
go.
right.
You just had to pay the piss.
How was it?
Yeah, it's strong.
That's 40-year-old. My dad made that.
Is that like 70-80%?
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Rocket fuel.
That's
NASA used that. Elon Musk is using it to send his spaceship.
Actually, I don't mind it.
That is
Do you have
hard.
do you have like a full bottle? I'll buy it.
I'll give
buy
you
it.
some, man. I've got 4 litre fucking.
Why don't we get like a
I'll give you some later.
a
I want
funnel?
to fill up Vossi.
Oh, yeah.
Vossi.
Why don't you fill up?
I don't leave home without it. I love Vossi.
Fill up like a what do you call
fan
it?
of
I can just see him at work, man, just sucking it
Always
down
had
the
Vossi. Every
body.
time I've had the interviews, I've had Vossi.
Why don't you fill up one of those?
You did too,
You know the
you did.
water fountains that the
I think we
plastic
did.
cups. Why
I
don't
think
you
we
put
did.
like the Panther piss in one of those for the BA season?
We
launch?
could. All right, we could do.
Anyway,
There could be some pan for piss.
Stumble out of
There
there.
could be some pan for piss at the launch. How's that
Okay.
sound?
BYO.
I was selling this
Yeah.
back post when did I go to Mykonos? When I lived in Mykonos, I was
yeah.
selling this in Mykonos in 0304.
Yeah.
Yep.
You were selling Voss water bottles.
Oh
At my
wow!
restaurant in Mykonos. Yes.
How far? Wow!
20 years ago.
There you go.
And
And now
it
it's
came out-
big here,
Yeah.
man.
Fuck.
20
Imagine
years ago.
Voss wins the grand final, what these things are going to be like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Surely Voss like comes on board to sponsor Carlton or something. Like,
You think so?
Why don't you get Vossi here?
Well,
Oh, what do you mean? What?
We'll try.
You got me here.
And that was harder to get you than Voss.
Triple Premiership, gun.
Yeah.
champion.
But not a Carlton Premiership gun. And that's the most important thing
That's correct.
on this show.
That's correct.
Hey, something else that started.
What?
So,
Tell
what's
me.
coming up?
Oh, yes.
The
Yes,
YouTube.
yes, yes.
So, we have got now memberships.
Available?
They're available, yes.
Okay.
So click on and you got your free. Can you read that?
I can try to.
Are you kidding?
There we
For
go.
me?
Let's see. Hold on. I can read
He's a
that.
young man.
No way.
All right.
So your
we've
first
got-
one is $3.99.
So we've got 3 forms of membership. We've got the Mars, which is $3.99 a month, and that gets you loyalty badges next to your name in comments in the live chat. Join the Jumper Punch to earn an end of season hamper.
All right, so the hamper's $500 worth.
Yes.
You're going to have vouchers, you're going to have jumper.
You go into the running to win
You
that.
go into the running to win
Okay,
that.
right. And then use code TJP10. That's at... Can we reveal where that is at? Not yet.
What do you mean?
It says use code TJP10. What's the
Oh,
code?
no, not yet.
So the code we can't reveal yet.
Yeah.
That will be revealed.
That's
very-
gonna
and
be
then
for a special
early
event.
access to new videos. So you'll get access to our exclusive
we
interviews,
got a
exclusive
few.
content,
Behind the scenes.
behind the scenes stuff before anybody.
that-
Then we've got the middle tier, the Rocco membership.
Yeah. How
The
much
middle
is that?
tier, $8 or $7.99.
$7.99.
That's psychological pricing. Psychological pricing. Join the Jumper Punch for couch time via a draw.
All right, so you're going to get
Explain this.
everything for the same as the first one.
Correct.
Everything. So you're going
Yep.
for the voucher, but you'll also get, there's going to be 2 draws. An opportunity to join us on the couch,
On the couch.
for a full show.
Yes. So you might have to give up your whole day.
Yeah. No, because these shows go on for hours, mate. So so there's a chance you join and you will be in the draw
Yes.
to sit on the couch
That's
where
correct.
Ange is. Hey, Ange might be next to you. You don't know.
You just don't
You
know.
don't know
You
who's gonna
just
be
don't
on there,
know.
and you're
You
gonna
do
get
not
on
know. The other part of that is, what is it? Can you beat Ange Christou? So is
You
this
know,
to go into the
big
running
kick.
for the kicking challenge?
Yeah.
Is it?
So
you
that's
go
going to
into the
happen
draw?
every 4 to 6 weeks. What we're going to do is we'll announce it on the first one, but we want you to send in a reason why you want to go
Yes.
up against Ange.
In 25 words or less.
Yeah, in 25 minutes. Right? And then you're going to have a big competition at Northcote. We're going to have a big kicking competition. And if you can beat Ange, you will get a dinner at Ange's restaurant on us.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Did you just announce that now, or is it?
Yep, I'm announcing that now.
There'll be a few winners. I've got a bung
Apparently he's
knee.
got a bung knee, but I'm still thinking you're going to have to kick a good 50 to beat him,
We'll
I
put
reckon.
we'll put like a jet propel in the ball when he kicks us, so no one wins.
I reckon it's going to be hard to beat.
And then
So that's going to be the big competition.
third and final membership is the Paulo.
So with the Polo, you get everything that we've just announced,
Plus, join the Jumper Punch for the ultimate legend experience. So you can join us at various locations as we revisit Carlton's legends in exclusive interviews. So we can't announce a new sponsorship just yet.
No,
But-
we'll be at these. So some of those interviews are going to be at North,
Yes, correct.
and some are going to be at the new sponsor.
Yes, and if you join up the Paulo membership, $24.99 a month, you can skedaddle along to one of those.
We'll get in contact with you, and you can meet us there, and you can watch the interview, and you can also be part of it because
Correct.
you can ask a question to
Yes.
to one of the legends.
Correct.
And remember, 25 to 1, right? There's going to be some legends in the 25 to 1.
There's going to be some legends, some absolute stars. So there you go. So Mars membership is $3.99 a month. Rocco membership is $7.99 a month. The Paulo membership is $24.99 a month.
Yeah, it's big.
$3.99, not $399.
Yeah, it's $3.
That's correct.
That's a
Okay.
cheap
Decimal after the 3.
So $3.99. If you join that, right, that's like $44 for the year.
Correct.
Now, listen, that helps us a lot. We've bought cameras this year. We
Yep.
went and bought mics, which cost us a fortune.
Tea.
We pay for all that, the biscuits, the sign, the
Stockings.
jumpers. We had to pay, like, it's cost us the whole year's wages just to get Ange on here. So all that, trust me, it all goes to making this show as good as we can.
Yes, it
possibly.
does indeed.
Look, there's some other. I just want to announce the Jumper Punch channel, right?
Yes.
is now getting bigger. So we have got a new show on a Sunday night that's about to happen.
Yes.
And it's with the big man.
Big Vincenz.
Big Vincenz
Big
is going to do
Vincenz.
hosting a show on the Sunday night.
Yes.
Which it's already there, but what he's moving over to the Jumper Punch
Correct.
channel. So that's going to be exciting. And also, we are in the works. There could be a live show on a Wednesday night. This is big. If we get this up and going, it's going to be big. Live. Big debate.
No official announcements yet.
No,
because
it's in the works.
Pipe works kind of
It's
stuff.
in the works. We want to do a big live show on a Wednesday night, which is going to be, I'm telling you, there's nothing like it in Australia.
Nope.
Nothing like it. So stay tuned for that. We'll let you know. And one more thing. Listen, there's a couple of weeks to go, right? So
Until round 1.
until round 1.
Yes.
So just have a look at this.
What are we looking at? Yes.
Please, sir. I want some more.
What?
Become part of the Jumper Punch.
Yeah.
Sponsor.
100%. You can still, there's still room to sponsor.
You want
a
to come on
segment.
board? Bang.
Yeah.
We'll send you out all the proposals and all the details and the
100%,
tiers. The
man.
jumperpunch@gmail.com if
And
you
you'll
want
be joining
to come
some
on board.
big. You'll be joining. Ange is a big part of the
Huge.
show. We've got
Huge.
another big sponsors.
Huge.
There's one that's come back to join us, and
Yep.
there's two that have come back to join us. So it's
Yep.
all good. All right, that is excellent. That's the bullshit stuff out. It's
You
not
feeling
bullshit.
you comfortable? You're
You feeling
in
comfortable?
your element?
Do you want
All
some
right.
more Medicina?
Well, yeah, in due course.
Maybe we can have.
In
Oh, you
due
know what we're gonna do? You want a bit of limoncello?
No. I prefer the Ruck.
Oh, there.
You prefer that?
You prefer that? All right.
Actually, I wouldn't mind it. It's not a nice drop. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Right.
And we don't stuff around here.
No, we don't, do we?
Right.
All right. What do you want? You want the limoncello? Or we've got, look,
Is that dusty?
Bit dusty, mate.
is it?
Bit
Yeah,
dusty,
come on,
Martin.
mate. Come on, mate.
No, it's not
Yeah, it's
dusty.
dusty, mate.
Is it?
Yes.
All right, hold on. Here you go.
That's
Oh,
not
mate.
clean though.
That's right.
That one's
They're
not
not
clean.
clean.
Bucket cats
That's not clean, mate. Look at that.
Fucking not clean.
That's not clean.
Give it a
They're not clean.
That needs to be washed properly, mate.
Yes. They're not fucking. Oh,
Come
look at
on,
this.
here.
It's got fucking cum stains on.
They're bloody. Here, wipe
Have a
them.
fucking look.
Wait, they need
Have a
more
look
than
at this one.
they need more
Have a
than.
look at this one.
Look at this one.
Hey,
That is a sticker on the outside, you bloody banana.
that's not stick.
That's not a sticker there.
That's on a sticker, mate.
That's on the inside,
That's a
mate.
sticker.
That's your stick.
They need to be
It's
washed.
got to be washed.
They actually need to
Give
be
it to
washed. No, that's not a. It's not a
No.
scrub job.
No, it
It's
needs
a
to be
proper
washed.
wash job.
They need to be washed.
They have been washed.
So that, no, they haven't.
That's
Bucket cats are you,
Mate.
Peter. Come
They
on,
haven't
man.
been washed.
All right, take them away. I can't believe.
Take them
Look at
away.
it.
You know,
They
in
need to
the,
be washed.
you know, in the 90s,
They
we
need to
would
be washed.
never. Which one do you want?
Pour them into these.
We have got
Homegrown?
No, this
No.
is bought.
No.
Or we got
Who bought that
limoncello.
in?
Grown.
Did Fad bring that?
Fad bought that in.
Grown.
What do you want?
Yours.
Lemon gin.
You want limoncello?
Yeah.
And you want a bit of this.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So,
So
which one was your glass?
Yeah, that one.
That one.
Straight.
Oh, not too much, eh?
Nah, mate. He's
What the
got
hell
to
is that?
drive. He's got to drive. He's got to
No,
drive.
do you want more?
I want a bottle.
No, I'll get you. Do you want more?
That's all right. Bloody Italians. Look how much he gives me.
Here we go.
Hey, I didn't do the pour. I didn't do the pour.
Oh, let's have a look. Yeah, let's have a look at this pour
Yeah, but there's nothing in that.
Nah, this
That's
is
it.
like
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
water.
Whoa.
compared to.
This is a chin job.
Yes.
How many times can we salute? There was a game the other day, just in case you're wondering.
We'll get into it.
Come on, mate.
All right, let's go.
Salute
Mate,
to
this
the
is
JP for 2023 to North Seafood
Bar and Grill. Make sure you get down there.
Yep. Oh,
All right, perfect. All right.
Thank you, sir.
We got that.
All right, we're all warmed
Now
up
this
and ready
phone's
to go.
going mad.
who rang?
Yep.
It's like Flinders Street Station, mate.
What's
the
going
Telstra
on?
switchboard here.
Okay. All right. Apparently,
What
I'm
happened?
telling you, man, they're going crazy, mate. They are
God's
going
sake.
crazy, mate. They are going crazy. Let's have a look what's going on.
You got to click that much quicker than what you are at the moment. There you go.
They're at the streets now. Look at them.
That's increased. thought that was like here in Northcote.
Nah, they heard in Greece, man.
I can tell by the buildings.
Look at
Backdrop.
that, man. I'm telling you, man, you're like a star.
What is
even
being
over
played?
there.
What is that?
That's the clarinet.
I think
What's
there's
the
a bit of a...
bouzouki?
The bouzouki?
Bouzouki's the guitar.
Yeah, the bouzouki's the guitar. Yeah.
Look at him go.
Mate, they are loving. You know what? I was watching that right just now, and I noticed something.
What?
Right, everyone's there having a good time.
Yeah.
As you should.
But I had a look in the crowd.
And who did you spot?
Wait, what? Hang on a
Nah,
minute.
what's this?
No.
Who's this bloke with the? Is that
Where?
just where
Wait,
the big
zoom in.
arrow is?
Is that
Can you zoom?
Mike Myers?
Is that Mike Lyon?
Can you zoom?
Can you
From
zoom in on
Halloween.
that? Can you zoom in on that? Just use the scroll in. Hold on. Yeah. And then shift it out to look. Mike Myers on the left
Yeah.
with the mask.
Keep going.
Look at that.
Look at this bloke.
It's the Jason mask, I think. Is it?
The Jason.
I think it's the Jason
It's
mask.
a mannequin with the bloody.
No, it's a bloke. It's a guy. While everyone's dancing there, he's picking out his next victim. Check
Give
it
it, mate.
out. All right. What a show it's been.
Already.
No,
Mate, we're just gearing up.
all right. This is what we're here for.
Let's go.
Let's have a look.
Let's hear it.
at
Let's
them.
see it. Let's feel it. Let's do it. Ooh, I'm liking the new music vibe.
Yeah. And the new thing, Euphoria, Misery.
Wild World of Carlton.
The wild world of Carlton.
It is the wild world of Carlton, and the
All right.
wild world of Carlton has commenced.
It has commenced. There was a practice match last night. I don't know if you kept up with it, but there was a practice match against. You know who it was
I
against?
think it was against.
The big
arch
rivalry.
rival,
Yeah, man. Do you really hate Collingwood? Like, is it?
Well,
Because you
I don't-
used to
I don't-
follow
I
him.
did. Yeah, I was infatuated
Yeah, I
as
know.
a kid.
Isn't that funny?
The flag, man. You still freak me out with that
Yeah,
story.
I was there.
That is amazing, man. While you're
I wasn't
playing.
at Chiefs. Well, it wasn't every week.
No, I know.
There was
I
a
know.
cameo here and there, and that was I think I was just before the 19s. I was like 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you went in there, man. Still amazing, man. And then it
hilarious.
took you like a little while to like think I'm a Carlton person now.
No, it probably took me halfway through my career.
Oh, really?
change
To
allegiance.
really completely change. And now you don't like really now. There's nothing there for
There's
him.
nothing. Yeah.
Amazing.
There's nothing.
I could never like think that, but anyway. But there was a game, and we did beat the rivalry. Even though let's be serious, it was a scratch match.
The intensity was not up to.
Did you
Before
go?
you go-
guys
I
went
was
and saw
there.
it?
Yeah.
He was there. He did a bit of a fan camp, which you're going to see later on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for Carlton.
Yeah.
Before we go into it,
Yes,
you played scratch matches, practice matches, of course.
played.
Yeah.
What did they mean?
For me personally,
Yeah, for you.
it meant everything.
Did it really?
Yeah, absolutely. Because
Really?
I wasn't. Every game I played, whether it was a scratch match or a real match,
Yeah,
it was like it was my last game.
that's good.
Far out.
Yeah,
But that's good.
Yeah, you want to put pressure on yourself because
Okay.
I wasn't like a walk. I was never a walk-in.
Start.
I never thought.
Yeah.
Maybe they thought, but I never thought.
Even like 93, 94?
No,
Wow.
not at all. Because I'd always put pressure, and I put pressure on myself.
I respect that though. I
Yeah.
do respect that, 100%.
So not because of my name or whatever I can kick or deliver. Every game up until my last,
Yeah.
from my first to my last.
You always thought that you were on the fringe and you were
Yes.
going to get dropped.
Yes,
Wow.
I respect that.
100%. And that,
personally. Just me.
yeah, and I think a lot of players think like that.
No, I don't think they do.
Maybe the top end.
The top end today, yes. Back in the day, like if
Williams.
if you were
Greg
Williams,
Williams.
if you were Kernahan, if you were
Yeah.
Bradley, if you were Sauce,
Yeah.
they wouldn't care.
Yeah.
I don't think that. Yeah, because they'd be in there.
Yeah.
You're not going to drop those guys in the reserves, are you?
never.
It's I think in the reserves, like in a practice game like that, their talent gets them over the line rather than work rate. Not to say that they didn't work hard or work up for it,
Yeah.
Although it's a collective, collectively, you're there as a team, and it's all about the team.
Of
but
course.
it's also about
It is.
individual.
Of course.
Yeah, because you're
Yeah.
like, if I don't get a kick,
Of course.
if I don't do my bit,
Well,
I'm out.
then you're not
Exactly.
part of it
No,
anymore.
you're not.
Exactly.
So you kind of do enough and some
Yeah.
to stay in.
It's a fair
And then
point.
if you played well, you're probably guaranteed a good 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yes.
in the senior level.
Yeah.
And then if you failed,
Well, you've got to respect your own performance, don't you?
that was back in the
Ultimately.
back when
I think.
But it's different now too. Like with all the sports science, they've got all like the GPS data that they need to meet, and once they meet it, like you're done.
But I think deep in your mind, man, I think the attitude would be the same. You got to be thinking of yourself. I know it's
agree.
a team thing,
Yeah. Of
course.
but you have to, because at the end of the day, you want to play. You want to play, and I don't know. I'm just guessing. If you were on the fringe and someone got an injury and you you got a chance to get in,
deep down you'd be like,
a little bit. Not that you.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, you don't
100%.
hope for it to happen, but
No. But if you get your chance, and then once you get your chance, you better take it.
Yeah.
You better take it. So that's interesting.
It's a fair point.
So
Fair
there
argument.
was the game.
There was the game, which we won by 10 points, 12-8, 84, or 12-10, 84 to 11-8, 74.
10 points. Yeah.
So 10-point win to our boys. Intensity was like, you could just tell it was just like down.
Okay,
again.
of course.
Yeah, it was like, There were patches where both teams like stepped it up because you have to.
Yeah.
But no, I was impressed is probably too big of a word, but pleased with what I saw.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's a good word. I was also pleased to see
No injuries.
no
all
injuries.
good.
That's the
yeah.
important thing.
But if
You
we had
know.
lost by 2 points,
Yeah.
what's the narrative?
That's very true.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's.
You
I don't know.
hard enough, you know.
No, I don't think. I don't. It's not so much the result that matters in those situations. It's more, I think, the performance.
And your processes.
Yeah, exactly. Which I
Well,
think.
if you get smashed, but you wouldn't be.
Yeah, no, but no one wants to get smashed in those games.
In any game.
And sorry to go backtrack. So we get smashed in '95. I remember getting smashed, smacked.
Yeah.
In Albury
Pre-season
against
games.
North. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, oh my god, and I didn't even play well.
Yeah.
I couldn't play well to save myself.
Yeah.
In practice matches. And I thought,
I remember that.
How am I going to get into the senior side? But they must have seen something. But
When you got smashed, seriously, what did that? Did you start thinking, is this another year, man? Like,
you're only young. Like I was only 20, 21, 22 at the time.
Yeah.
You know, finding your feet,
Yeah.
trying to stay in the side.
Exactly.
It's tough. It's really tough.
yeah, that would have been. See,
Yeah.
so you definitely want to put up a good performance.
No doubt.
do.
No doubt. And there were a handful that it was not. I think the clear standout was George Hewitt. From our perspective, he was
so good,
Yeah.
He just come back to where he left off.
Phenomenal. Like he just runs. He runs our midfield. Without him, Cripps can't do what he does.
I think
Chera can't do what he does.
I think Cribs won the Brownlow because of Hewitt.
Well, funny you say that. Pommy actually mentioned that. Cripps. He said Cripps should like cut his Brownlow in half and hand half of it to
Man,
George
I'm
Hewitt.
telling you.
Is he quick? Like I haven't.
Nah, he's
not
just
so
he's
much
very
quick.
structurally. He's very, very sound. He just knows.
What are his assets? Like, has he got good? Is it ground level? Is it? He's
contested ball,
getting the ball,
hands on the ball, and feeding it to guys who know how to use it.
Okay, like a Greg Williams.
Very honestly,
But taller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Williams's kick was far better.
Yeah.
Right.
And hand.
But no, mate. George Hewitt, mate, he can play.
I'm telling you. He's made a huge
he's a very, very, very important player to the way we set up in the
and
midfield.
consistent, Ange. Like he'll do 25, 30 possessions every week, hard ball, get the ball
It's
out,
not-
always in the
and
bottom
again,
of the pack.
It's not so much the possession count with
efficiency?
him. It's the areas with which he gets it in, and he's able to provide backup for our midfield too. Like if we lose the ball defensively, he's going to
100%.
tackle. He's going to be in the right area to maybe affect the clearance as well. Like the clearance from opposition might not be as clean as it would
Is he
be.
tough?
Very.
Yes.
Is he a Hickmott?
Not as
Hickmott
smooth
was-
as Hickmott, but he's
Hickmott-
tough as nails.
Williams.
Yeah, tough as nails.
Hickmont was one of the
Tough as
toughest
nails.
blokes, man.
He's tough as nails.
You know who else is tough? Hamill.
Oh, Aaron Hamill, absolutely,
No,
mate.
he was a nut.
Absolutely.
Mate, he was a nutter.
White line.
He was nutter. And he was like solid, mate.
George Hewitt is one of those guys where, like, consummate professional. You don't hear from him in media.
No, exactly.
You don't hear
like
from him
that.
on social media.
Love
It's
that.
all in there, do a job, home to your family, we
out.
go again.
And you know the other one who played well and was important last year was Kennedy.
Yeah.
Kennedy.
Matt Kennedy.
He played out of his skin.
Yeah. He's like built like a truck.
He
He's
gets
built like
the
a
ball,
genuine-
man.
he's
I think
built like
they
a
found
truck.
his
So last
position.
year, was it his last year in his contract?
Yes.
There you go.
Or it was the year before. The year before,
Okay.
sorry. The year before.
But close.
That's what normally happens.
Yeah.
Normally happens. But
Yeah.
It's,
good on him.
It's
Good on
actually
him.
strange that, like, you kind of. So.
Well,
if
what's the saying? You know, the fear of death itself. Not that it's like, but like the death of your football career.
So what happens? Do you just what happens then? Do you then go? You know what? I'm just going to play the game now.
Well, then you know what? I like to use the analogy of Batman and the Dark Knight when he climbs out of the pit, the jail, the pit jail that Bane puts him in, and he tries to make the climb out, but he's always using the rope because he knows he's got the safety of the rope, right? So he actually doesn't try his best because he knows he's got the safety of the rope. And
that's the same with your contract, you're saying.
Exactly, right? The rope is your contract.
Yeah.
Right? You know that if you've got 2 or 3 years left on your contract,
you don't have to grip that much.
Exactly right. And the blind man in the prison said to Batman, make the climb like the child did. How? Without the rope.
Yes.
That's how you escape.
Great analogy.
There's no...
I like it.
How can you beat death if you don't have the fear of death within you itself?
100%.
So
and that's how it is.
The longest I had were 2 years. 2 year contracts.
There you go.
In my 10 years, they were 2 and 1 year contracts.
Wow.
So you had to play to your skin.
Exactly.
To
So
survive.
you're always on that edge.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you had, not mentioning names, but there's big names, you know,
Yeah.
with 4 or 5 year deals.
Six,
Of course,
seven.
of course,
You go missing.
of course.
You tend to go missing in the 3rd and 4th year.
Yep. Yep.
You
I
get
agree.
scrutinised.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mate,
by the
spot
media,
on.
by supporters, and then the last year, out of nowhere, you almost
Bang.
get the best and fairest.
They do.
Yeah.
And a lot of them do
Just
it.
though.
so they can get another 3 or 4.
That's true.
And I was never in that boat.
No.
So which was fine for me because I got the best out of me
100%.
because I just pushed myself.
I don't begrudge people for doing that.
No, of course not.
You know why? Because that's just human nature.
Survival.
That's-
You want to
that's exactly
survive,
right.
man. You want to
Exactly.
move forward, man. You want
Yeah.
to secure your future, your playing future, everything. You
I
know?
get it, but I think if you want performance, I'd go 1-2 years. Top 3.
Well,
If I was a CEO or
I know the club now.
or a president, I'd go no
Geelong
more than 3.
used to
I'm
do it.
certain the club now with Vossi and all that and Nick Austin, they're not doing like the long term thing. Aside from absolute stuff, like Mackay got a 4 or 5 year extension,
still wouldn't give
but
a
that's
fuck.
it. That's
This is
it.
our culture. This is how we want
Mate,
it.
I agree.
This is how we want it.
3 years max.
And if you want success, this is what we're doing.
Otherwise-
3 years max.
Or else off you go.
Yes. And
And you got to be willing to lose.
Well,
Yes.
you know
You've got
what?
to be willing to,
100%.
like I always say, in a fight, you've got to be willing to die to win, you know, and it's the same
You know what
here,
it is?
isn't it?
If you look after your own performance, the contract looks after itself.
100%.
Yeah.
That's it.
But I never got more than 2 years.
See?
And you were all Australian.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoopie do. All right. It was nice. It's nice.
Yeah, but I'm saying you were performing,
Yeah.
and they weren't giving you a big contract, and that's amazing that you said to me that you were still worried about, even at an all Australian level, you were still worried about your
crazy.
position.
Yeah.
But that's good because that keeps you
Oh,
on
well,
edge.
it keeps you on your
does.
toes.
It does.
So,
Keeps you honest as well.
yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
So from our game, there was a lot of. There wasn't anything like absolutely major that we completely changed.
No.
But it was the tweaks that I liked. We played 3 wingers.
Yep.
Acres, O'Brien, and Hollands.
So Akers played a good game. I liked what he did.
Yeah.
So Akers we got from
Freo.
He's a winger.
winger. Yep.
He's 26-year-old, one of our big recruits.
Not on a big contract.
Not on a big one, but still our big recruit for the year.
Yes, correct.
Right, and he's come along. We were looking for a winger. He came in. Now, I know it's a practice match, but he filled that role. You know what else I liked? Running back, in defence.
Yes, and that's a big strength of his.
Yeah.
The defensive wing role.
100%.
But you know what you get with him is that he's going to run all day, and you know in the 20th minute of the final quarter, he ain't going to be the one that's...
All right.
He'll be there.
Yep.
He'll be there. He'll be there. He'll be there. He'll be there. He'll be the guy that when an opponent is cooked, he'll be there receiving the handball from our guy to run forward. So that's the type of player he is. I was really impressed with O'Brien. Loved
O'Brien
his game.
did well, man.
You know how much I love him.
You know how much. When he kicked that goal, I thought about you straight away. I've been for let me go, mate.
He actually kicked it to our end, and I was sitting with a couple of mates, and they go, Brian, he's not that tough. I go, mate, I'm like, he's not there to be tough.
Yeah, you don't have to be tough.
Yeah,
That's
I go,
right.
but
Tough.
define
Not
tough,
everyone's
right?
gotta
Hang
be
on, define tough. What's tough?
everyone
let him define
thinks tough is
You've got to go and beat
contested, but this kid's running 14 k's a game. He's hitting up targets left, right, and centre. And he took his set shot. I know it's an easy set shot, but
he
Jack
got it.
Silvani had a similar set shot and missed it.
Missed it.
O'Brien nailed it.
Yeah.
So
tough is tough. People get this toughness. Like tough is, for example, in the normal world of us, tough is getting up in the morning and going to work. You know what I mean? Looking after your family. Remember the Bronx, that movie with De Niro? And
yeah.
when he goes, tough is getting up every morning and going to work. You know. Yeah. Tough isn't...
The working man is the tough guy.
Yeah, and that's the same in footy. The tough is like not giving up, running, doing those 1%ers, you know?
So, the other thing I really liked about yesterday was there were contributors all around the field. It was not just 2 or 3 guys that completely stood out and everyone was just below. Even contributors across the field. Doherty and Chera were playing.
I was going to say Doherty and Chera.
They were swapping half back and midfield.
100%.
I loved it. It was 100%, really good.
And it really worked well. And everyone's going, Doherty's going in the middle. Listen, we can move him through the middle. But Doc, mate, it's that back delivering the ball, man, and him changing over with Chera, the way they were running behind.
Your area.
And then running off.
Are there many left footers? Have you noticed any?
Well, Sard.
How many left footers?
O'Brien. De Conning, Mackay.
Yep. So there's a few.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Left footers are.
You need left. Well,
they're a unique bunch, man. Why did left footers kick longer?
Mate, good question. I don't know.
They do, don't they?
They tend to, but they're very accurate as well.
100%.
And hence that's why Hawthorn won so many.
Well, 100%.
And they always talk about that.
So many.
Well, Clarkson did.
Well, you got to think too. The left
footers
always change the angle of the play.
And that's the other thing.
Always.
That's the other thing. Changing the angle of the play. Because if you got all the right footers, all of a sudden you got the left footer changing the angle.
And on one step you can kick 50.
Correct.
Yeah. With that.
100%.
So it was.
What about?
The ruck scenario is interesting too.
Well, we don't know what's going to happen. Pinnernet played in the reserves.
VFL, which we smashed Collingwood.
Yeah, we smashed Collingwood, and apparently played 3 quarters, and they're just like resting him. But I think he's an important.
The role with so they didn't want him to come against like fully fledged rucks just yet. They just want to wrap him in cotton wool and ease him into it. I didn't. You know what? And I know he didn't do a hell of a lot around the ball, but Murkov.
Is he the tall fella?
Yeah. About 207.
Yeah.
A little bit. He's a giant. Like his tap work.
His tap work is getting better.
His tap work was. But this is the thing, right? When you're that age, what is he, like 19, 20 years old, right?
A little bit older, but
he's one of these guys that he played volleyball for like half a season in school. And everyone thinks he's a volleyballer.
Yeah, I know.
Which is not. Right?
I've been saying he's a volleyball player.
Not, which is not, right? But anyway, he's one of these guys that didn't grow up from like 5 years old all the way up to like with just the football. Right,
he did other sports.
He blossomed late, right? Blossomed, and what I liked about yesterday was you could tell. I don't know if it was a directive to him, but they would have probably just said to him, like, "This is your opportunity. You're coming up against 2 senior AFL ruckmen in Darcy Cameron and Mason Cox, who are, I mean, they're not amazing, but they're still AFL players."
Yeah.
You could just tell that he had this focus on his mind to just, okay, let me get my ruck craft right first. Let me get my taps right first before I try and do anything else. So, and the confidence will come.
He was better around the ground.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing with De Conning. He could, like that first quarter and a half, he dominated.
Phenomenal.
But then he just sort of waned away. Maybe it's his fitness base that's still a bit.
That's why we need the Pitternet or someone, like to give him.
I think they're going to go with the 2 ruck role.
100%.
The forwards.
Harry dominated.
Kicked 3 goals in the first quarter.
Charlie was thereabouts.
He worked hard. Yeah. I think he kicked the goal.
1 or 2. He kicked 1 towards the facility end.
Yeah, but they look good. Look, the 2 big men. There's no problem.
But you know how good they are. They're the stars. They're the guys who.
If the stars stay in, we're a big chance.
100%.
I'm not saying the top 8. I'm going top 4. There has to be top 4.
There has to be. That's what we've got to be aiming for.
You've got to aim for 4.
Yeah.
Do you think? And I'm like in between with this. If a list like that, right? No one has played finals in that list. No one. Right? Can you go from where they are to like premiership contention like that?
Yes.
You can?
100%.
Yes, you think? Okay.
If you can win, because back in the day, I always refer to back in the day.
Well, of course, that's what we want.
We had, we had lots of 4 weeks.
Okay.
Blocks. So you work in 4
right.
week blocks.
Okay.
Win 3 out of the 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we were doing it back in the
100%.
Yeah.
Just win 3 out of 4.
Yeah.
Win 3 out of 4.
So you do
and then
4 week
confidence,
blocks.
confidence just grows.
Yep.
Yeah.
It grows. It's infectious.
100%. And I've been saying that it's all in the mind. We're on a knife's edge. If our confidence goes up,
Yeah.
and if we win our first couple by beating Geelong and Richmond, I'm telling you, I reckon there's no
Sky high.
limit then.
Or at least staying competitive.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, which we were last year, and it was a
Don't
complete
get blown
change.
out. Don't get blown. I mean, we got blown out, 95 twice.
yeah.
We won't go there, but
95 or 95, yeah, the two
Sydney
games.
together.
Yeah.
I reckon.
The
Again,
shock
let's
loss.
for
not-
whatever reasons.
Now. Get a bit more true syrup into
Yeah,
it.
I know. There's not
Yeah, a
enough,
bit more
there's not
too
enough.
serious, and then we can have the real
The
story.
nucleus is there.
100%.
That's what
It's
I'm big
there.
on. Yeah.
More than there.
Yes.
More than there. Like,
And
seriously.
there's big names too. There's big names, and look, they haven't played finals as you said, but
But they can
the
change your
signs were there last year.
Are you?
They were.
there.
They were.
And
They were.
are you a big believer? And I'm big on this. I know media back then was not. It was starting to grow, right? But did you always talk about flags when you were together? Was it in the? Did you know that was your role there and goal
Yeah.
as a player?
Because I wasn't a Carlton fan.
Yeah.
As soon as I walked in, I'm like, shit, these guys mean business. So
Right. Yeah.
call it 93 when I established myself. It was about premierships.
Always.
That's was
Yes.
that it? It was just about that.
Got to play finals.
That's it.
The final, it's got to be finals.
Yeah.
And
that's
we
how it
did.
goes.
We underachieved.
Oh, 100%, man. 93, 94, 95, 96.
99,
Yeah.
2000
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, 2000 when
So
Cooter got
That's
in.
what I fear. That's what I fear for with this group.
We
Yeah.
underachieved.
They're underachieving at the moment.
Everyone else won 2 flags. Bombers, 2 flags. Adelaide, 2 flags. North, 2 flags.
Yep.
Who won in 91, 90? Collingwood, West Coast.
Yes.
Yep.
West Coast win 2.
Hawthorn.
No. And then Hawthorn one in.
You know, I mean, like
Everyone
we of all teams should have won 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in 95, I'm telling you, that was considered one of the best sides for the last 100 years. The way
Did
they
you
were going,
feel?
man.
And this has been my concern as to why the club has never gone on. When you won that 95 flag, did you feel that you, in later years as you went on, did you feel that you were too focused on that? In the glory of that?
Oh no. Look, although we had a big, 3 months.
Well, so
But
did
we did okay in 96.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we got to the double chances.
100%.
We blew
Yeah.
the double chances.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
we had to play.
And that can
away.
happen.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
And that can happen.
Yeah, I think, you know what, it was not as though that Carlton, that 95 team just fell off a cliff.
No, we didn't.
Yeah. You
No.
know, they
Still,
made grand finals and finals the whole time, so it was just
It was always about finals.
Getting to that next level,
How
yeah.
good is this? We're playing finals,
Yeah.
finals.
You know, when you started 95, I know there was 93, we've discussed this before, 93, 94, come into 95, did you go, we want to win the flag? Like, is it in, as a
memory.
team,
Gee whiz. Yeah,
do
pretty
you
much.
go like we can win it?
Because 93, again, I was like 21.
Because you played in that 93.
Well, look at the people around me. I reckon we're going to have a few cracks at
Chances.
it.
yeah.
So then 94 came, we stuffed up the double chances
Bad, yeah.
again, right? And I thought, oh mate, that hurt. So 93 didn't really hurt as much for me because I was only just started. It was like my
exactly.
first real year.
You hadn't,
Yeah.
you didn't have the battle scars yet.
First year.
Yeah.
And you got your whole
Yeah.
future in front of you.
And
Exactly.
you don't know when your career is going to end.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, then 95 came and that was it. It was like I had it in my wallet, and I thought we had something.
Mentioned this last time.
You had something in my wallet where Parkin had for every player. God, I can't remember what the catchphrase was, but it just stuck, and I've had it ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So
probably the
there
only
you
one
go.
that's got it
Yeah.
right. And it says like there's no two ways. It's got to be a grand final.
Yeah.
And that's the attitude.
But this is what's frustrating about our group at the moment. Put it into the ether.
That's
Yeah,
what
but
put it
they
out
haven't
there.
tasted finals for like how many years?
Exactly.
In 28 years, how many finals have they played in? Oh, since let's say 99 or 2000. The 23 years.
2000, 01,
01.
Yeah, keep going. And
Then that's it.
2013.
And then you had 13.
We had
No, you had a few finals.
09, 2010, 2011, and
One
then 2013.
week, the first week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every 1 week, every time.
Not good enough. Feel like, you know,
No chance.
let's call it a Manchester United type of
Club.
It
Yeah,
is.
no, absolutely. Absolutely.
And it's exactly what's happened there.
Well, yeah, it's got to be put into the... And that's why I was a little bit big... Or that's why I was big on, we've got to get new blood in. Just someone who hasn't been through the scars of it all, who just is like, oh, here we
Who
go
do you
again.
blame? Do you blame players? Do you blame coaching? Do you
Everybody.
Blame, do you
It's
blame
everybody.
What's
The
this for
co-
the
the co-
last 20 years?
For me, it's always the top. That's who I blame.
Starts from the top.
Okay.
I always say the
You can
top.
start from the top. Go president, CEOs, whatever.
Yeah.
Who else? Then coaches.
Boards,
assistant
then coaches,
Yeah. Right.
players, supporters. Don't forget the supporters.
Yeah,
But, they're all-
supporters.
but the supporters are always there.
Yeah.
I know,
They are,
but if the
but they
supporters
set a
don't
standard as
demand,
well.
like if we don't
Exactly.
sit there and go, mate, this isn't good enough from
Yeah.
everyone, man. Like, because I know you're the player, but we feel part of the team.
Correct.
If we sit there and go, oh, that's all right, you've done well this year for finishing 11th again. But if we sit there and go, no, mate, we want change.
I
here."
don't think clubs would be doing that, man. I'm telling you. Like even when we lost finals, we were shattered.
Of course.
So imagine if you
Yeah,
imagine
but
you
you
came
said,
eighth,
like you
ninth,
said, lost finals.
Yeah. At least
That's
you
the
made the
difference.
final.
That's the difference.
We're not even making them, Ange.
But are they buying in? Are the players buying in?
I think
to
they
the
are
coaches?
now. I think they are now.
So you know
Man,
when
I
they,
think they are
let's
now.
talk about the coaches, right?
Yes.
For the last 20 years.
Yeah.
So once I left, I think Wayne Britton came in. Okay.
Yep.
Then that fell to bits, and then
But Wayne Britton was a
he
good
was
coach.
good. Yes.
Everyone liked him.
I liked him because he was a roughie man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loved him. He
Yeah.
resonated with me.
Yep.
Yeah.
But anyway, he had to leave because
Pagan.
Pagan came in.
Yeah.
Right now, when Pagan comes in, and we talk about when you get interviewed as a player, or how's he going? Oh, he's great. He's great for the club. He goes.
Oh.
You can't undermine the guy,
Yeah.
Nah.
right?
Yeah.
Then who's the next coach that came in?
Ronan?
Was it Radden?
After Pagan.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
He's great. You know, everything's okay in there. Like you speak.
We're making finals.
You were making finals.
Yeah.
He was one that I think they shouldn't have let go.
Well, why did they get rid of him?
Speak to
Mick
the hierarchy.
Malthouse.
Thank you.
Hierarchy, like you
Right.
said. So hierarchy.
So they had to get all of a
A
sudden.
name?
They had to
So
get
you-
a big name in
Why?
there,
No,
Mick
they don't
Malthouse.
have- you don't
No,
need
they
big
didn't
names.
need to do it,
'Cause
and
we
they
can
know
talk-
it was a mistake.
We'll fast track in a minute.
Yeah.
With no big names.
Right.
Okay. So then Malthouse comes in. You talk into the talk to the inner sanctum.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Work ethic's great. Oh, everyone's great. Bang, failed.
Yep.
Yep.
Why don't people just talk the truth?
Because
Exactly.
And then Teague comes in. Oh, Teague's great. He's great with the players. He's great. This, that, and the other. Failed.
Malak ears.
Then Bolton comes in. Great bloke. Oh, he resonates with the players. Great.
Yeah, he's a good
Gone.
teacher.
Yeah.
Like, no one speaks the truth. Just speak the truth. If it's not going well, it's not going well.
We've been preaching that for ages. Just tell us the truth.
But I don't
Sanitised
want to-
garbage.
Yeah, but you can't. Like, I
Because
get
they're
it.
protecting themselves,
Of course, and they're protecting the club as well.
Yeah.
So we get it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Like if I'm having a feud with you,
Yeah.
with Kurt, I'm not going to tell the world, am I?
No.
Exactly.
No,
I'm having a
exactly.
feud with the coach.
Deal with it. Just deal with
Yeah.
it. Just deal with
So-
it. I don't think there's any of that now. Well, we improved last year, and I like what I saw in this practice game. There was a lot of culturally is like Chincotta.
Yeah, Chincotta.
Well, you look back at
and Cowan.
you don't want to continually look back, but culturally, like you knew that if you were in the reserves at Carlton, you knew there was a pathway into the AFL team, and
Yep.
you knew that if you gave your all, I'm a genuine chance of coming into the team.
Yep.
Chincotta played VFL all year last year.
Yeah,
Had some great performances. You know how big I was on him.
100%.
Loved him.
You always
right?
mention him.
And now Zach Williams goes down with a knee,
Gets his
and
opportunity.
this kid comes in and gets his opportunity.
and played.
You know,
well.
he hasn't
And
played a game, but he was. Look,
He played all right.
he was. I don't think he's going to play round one or early in
No.
the season, but
Gives
as a
himself
backup,
chance.
you know, I think he was a little bit held back yesterday. I think he was a little bit. He's up to the speed of it, but I think he's got to go a bit more.
It's his first
He'll get
big
there.
opportunity.
He'll get there. He'll get there.
big
So-
opportunity.
Happy with him. Motlop.
Motlop looks good.
Ooh,
He's the one.
man.
The little forward.
Yeah.
He's the one.
Yeah.
He's the one.
Really
I
like
think
him.
we need another one. Who I think Honey kicked the goal.
Honey was good.
Durden didn't play, so he's the other
Josh
one.
Honey can stay fit. Jack Martin and Jack Silvani will struggle to stay.
Jack
inside.
Silvani was so good.
Yeah.
I thought Jack, man, he
Let up.
let up.
For me, it was a 5 out of 10 game.
I don't know, man. He did a lot of work. I know if he kicks those goals,
Yeah.
you give him 8.
Or if
I understand, but
you got to finish your work.
Well, how many did Cribs miss?
Yeah, but you kick one.
Yeah, I understand, but what I'm saying is that
No.
He's doing the right things.
I think so.
He is. He is.
I think so.
He is.
I think he has
Look,
a good-
I think he's part of our team.
100%.
And I love him as a half forward hitter.
100%. So him, Martin are kind of that position there.
And Honey, it's those three.
100%.
They're competing for the 1.5 spot. It's a 1.5 spot because some weeks they might play those two hit up half forwards. Sometimes one week they might play one.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
horses for courses, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Look, take of it what you will. For me, what I was impressed with was the last quarter. Because you know what our problem has been, and our problem last year? We've got gear 1 and then gear 7. And in between, there's nothing.
Okay.
It's nothing, right? It's either cold as ice or boiling.
Yeah.
And they just never knew how to manage in-game, which is huge now.
Yep.
You need to be able to manage your...
change it around.
Yes, and when a team is going hell... You can't go hell for leather for 120 minutes. It's impossible.
Okay,
you can't.
You know how you can help that? This.
Exactly.
Communication's
Exactly.
huge. It's
Exactly.
huge.
Exactly.
Instead of gut reaching and running from here to there, just have a chat. Just go,
Yep.
here. Like,
Positioning is enormous.
Designate.
And you need your leaders.
Delegate.
You need your leaders in all lines, huh? So
You do.
in your... Well, you had Kernahan up the front, you had like Bradley Diesel in the middle, whatever.
Of course.
Radden.
Dean at the back.
And then you had
Yep.
like
Dean
Dean at
He's
the
lean,
back.
he's mean, his name is Peter Dean.
Like Sauce never spoke, but Dean did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then going back to the last 2 games, real quick, last year.
Melbourne
Yeah.
and Collingwood,
Yeah? Communication.
Yeah.
Correct.
One guy could have said, don't go short, just go long, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Communicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there wasn't
I think
that's what was lacking.
yeah.
You know what it was in that situation? I don't think it was necessarily what we did in those scenarios. I think it was a lack of execution.
As well.
But you are right. It is communication's huge.
100%.
Massive. You know that.
But I think they'll learn that.
I don't want to go back over past, but
course.
Jamie Elliott, that last goal he kicked,
It should have been contested.
his direct opponent was Liam Stocker.
I know.
And Liam Stocker was 30 metres away from him. How does that happen?
Okay, he's probably,
Apparently there was
didn't read the play.
Apparently there was supposed to be like, there's like a changeover.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I've got to
of
go
course.
to him,
of course.
can you get my man?
Yeah.
So where was the lack of communication?
There's a communication,
there? It's
yeah.
You should be screaming.
Yes.
My guy's there, but I've got to get him. I have to get him.
Actually, if you were playing in that game, you would have probably been on Jamie Elliott.
Mate, he would have got the ball.
Know what I'm like? I would have been like, I wouldn't give someone 30 minutes. I'd give them 5 because I know I'm a good runner.
Yes.
Yeah? And I could close in. But I wouldn't give 30.
No. Yeah. Well, he was out.
And if you had to, there would have to be a communication. There'd have to be a... So anyway.
As you said, like
Not
you go there,
on
I
that,
come
whatever.
there.
You know who I did notice at the game who was really barking out instructions, and I know he cops a bad rap, but I don't think he should anymore. And mate, your best, what I always say, your best ability is availability.
Yeah.
Right? Lockie Plowman.
Yeah.
Oh, is he number 20?
Yes.
That guy needs a big year.
Yeah.
He needs a big year.
Yeah.
Maybe,
But the thing is, he's not a star, mate. He doesn't need
that's
to have a
okay.
big year.
Not everyone's a star.
He's just a role
does everyone
doer.
a start at Hawthorn in the...
No.
No. They just played their role.
No.
So play your role.
I think he will have a good year.
I hope he does.
Yeah.
He's going to get opportunity.
He's the guy behind the ball.
Yeah.
And
He could be a Simpson.
I had the binoculars on him, and
Yeah.
he was all game,
Beautiful.
all game. Here, pick him up here, pick him up there, tighten up here.
Well, you know, I'm a rap on Lockie Plowman. I think he's an essential player to the team because he gets a bad rap because he's playing on small, he's playing on bigs, and then as soon as we have a bad game, he's the first one
And you know what
everyone
he
bags.
doesn't do? He doesn't miss a target.
He doesn't.
Does he hit the ground?
What do you mean hit the ground?
Does he always fall?
No.
No. Okay.
Not really. No.
I reckon it's good. So I like him. But anyway,
He needs a
Williams
big year.
going down and like Marchbank didn't play and that like he's going to get his opportunities.
Handful of it. McGovern didn't play, Marchbank didn't play, Martin didn't play, Pitternet didn't play, Kennedy played a little bit of VFL. I think it was more a block.
Yeah, that's
he
right.
played like 7.5 quarters.
He did.
But
He played like 5.5 quarters.
Because he was under scrutiny last year,
Who?
Plowman,
Yeah.
I reckon he'll have a ripping year.
I hope
if he
so.
gets his opportunity, he'll have a ripping year.
Yeah. All right.
He should.
You know, if he has a ripper year, we're in business. I like him. He settles that back
He's
line.
he's no star. He's your 6 out of 10
And he
player
can turn
every
it
week.
around like Kennedy has.
Yeah.
Because Kennedy was a bit quietish.
Yeah.
And then he had a ripping year.
Blossom. Some players just take a while to, mature.
Sauce the same.
Yep.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Jack
Spot
the
on. Who else stood out for me? other than that, it was all
No, as I
relative.
said,
Holland's first game,
Yeah,
kicked
the
his
goal.
goal. But you know how he kicked his goal? He held his width.
Yeah, no.
He held his
Well,
width.
that's the
He
other
stayed
thing.
out wide.
But yeah-
Didn't get sucked into the contest. Wait.
I noticed that in all the contests, I noticed how everyone was holding their positions a lot more than last year. So they were staying a bit out, waiting for that ball. You know, they weren't getting sucked into the contest.
The first thing I noticed as well, there were two big things for us. It was across half back, we were looking to switch and move the ball side to side.
Yep.
You get the opposition defence swaying and it puts them out.
And once there's a crack, you can go straight in.
Exactly right.
That's what you gotta
Exactly
wait for.
right. And
That's what Hawthorn were great at it.
Yeah.
mate.
Once there's a crack, you always go
exactly.
in.
Write that one down.
And the
Straight down the middle.
and the other thing, the other thing I noticed.
That should be our motto.
Once there's a crack, go straight in.
Straight for the jugular.
Oh god. And then the other thing I noticed.
Anyway, there's some new merch coming out. Once it's a crack.
Yeah, male thongs. And then the other thing I noticed was we were very willing to take contact.
Yep.
And then dish off the handball
100%.
inside, which is it's like rugby when they get tackled,
for it, yeah.
they don't wait to hit the ground. They look for that offload, because they know okay, I've got my guy in maybe and I can offload it and keep the play alive. So
and they were doing a bit of that.
yeah, no, and they were looking for that handball inside. Harry worked his way up the ground as well.
Yeah, he did good.
So overall, it looked pretty good. Pretty good.
The other thing is really important. It's when they don't have the ball.
Yes,
What they're doing.
structurally.
Where are they?
We looked very
100%.
sound. We weren't
Are they
picked
making
apart at
room
all.
for others? Like,
100%.
as
Funny-
opposed to being stagnant.
Funny you
It's
mentioned
really
that.
important when
Funny
you
you
don't have the
mentioned
ball.
that.
What are you doing when you don't have the ball?
Exactly.
Very good.
It is
Exactly.
important. It really is.
And that's all positioning.
Yes.
And you know, and this is like I like to use the soccer analogy as well.
Yes.
When soccer teams press as well, there's different
Move
types
out,
of
in, out.
people think that like with a certain press and the way presses work, you can't press up manically for 90 minutes of the game.
No.
And in AFL, you can't press manically for 120 minutes. But what you can do is you can set yourself up in a way that makes the opposition work harder.
Yeah.
Then
And
you kill them.
second guess.
That's what we did in the third term. That's what we did so well in the third term. Collingwood went to work, and then we caught them on the hop, dominated play, put the goals on the board. We probably should have been ahead by more. We missed a few
100%.
opportunities. But what I liked in the last quarter was when Collingwood came for us, in the first 10 minutes of that quarter, steady the ship,
Yep.
and we just controlled possession.
100%.
We controlled possession because we ran out the game better than them.
Yeah, 100%.
We had all these uncontested marks, all these uncontested possessions. You're able to dictate the play, time management. You save your energy, and when you need to go
You go.
to kill them, you go. And that's what we did when Cripps kicked that goal. There was sort of like 8-9 minutes of game time that had gone by. Margin blows back out to 20, and you're
done.
And then you manage
The
the
other
game.
thing was look.
Moore and Pendlebury did come off second half, which
Yeah,
are two of their most important players,
of
but
course.
our guys were
But
managing
in that
minutes too.
second quarter, they kicked like the first 5 goals. They kicked 6 out of 8.
You know what? They weren't goals where you would think like we got picked apart.
100%.
It was just like they got a
100%.
scrubby clearance. A guy
100%.
took a diving mark, and they were kicking with the wind. So
100%.
it was not. It wasn't one of those.
But I still wanted to see us respond.
And we did.
And we did.
We did.
That's the main
Yeah.
thing. We responded.
Yeah.
Like
You
we,
didn't
I
go
was
to your fucking little show.
100%. So
No.
they kicked the 5 goals, and I guarantee there were Carlton supporters out there going, "Oh, not again."
Yeah, but it wasn't not again. It wasn't that. It wasn't a 5-goal swing. We've been torn apart.
Yeah.
It was like 3 or 4 goals where you just, for fuck's sake. There was one where you thought,
But they
should have done better.
But you still got to
Exactly.
respond, Paul, because
No, of
you
course,
get
of
the
course,
next
of
one.
course,
If
of
they get
course.
the next one again, all of
Yeah.
a sudden it's
Yeah.
6
Yeah,
goals.
exactly.
And then you start going
Yeah.
in, but they didn't. And when they come out in that third quarter, right, they absolutely dominated
Correct.
out of the middle again. You know what I mean? They went back to the hard work and
Yeah.
they got control of the game again.
Yeah.
Scratch match, I understand, but we did what we had to do.
100%.
Well, you can take
100%.
positives out of it. Like you have.
100%. You have
That's
to.
it. And there's things to work on.
Of course.
What I liked too in the early parts of the first quarter, Collingwood had this transition goal that they scored on the broadcast wing,
yeah.
the John Elliott wing, where they just took it from half back and like waltzed in.
Okay.
And I'm like, how are they going to stop this? The next 3 times Collingwood tried to do it, all locked up. all locked up. They couldn't go out that way.
So that way.
They couldn't go out that way.
That's good.
You
And
know?
that's like,
Yeah.
they got some plans and they're working on it. And hopefully this year we look into it and we go, all right, I can see what they were doing last year. All right, they fell away. They fell away from what they were planning, because I felt like in that second half they fell away, and then all of a sudden they reverted back to their old habits. The problem is, I want to see this year that when things do get hard, stick to the plan.
Yeah.
Don't go back to your old habits, man. It's the same as
Stick to your principles.
Stick to the same.
Yeah,
Don't
the
go back to
principles
your old
that work.
habits.
Yep.
Stick to the plan. You know what I mean? And hopefully you can overcome it and then get that confidence.
And don't forget
win a grand
too,
final.
there were a few moments in that second term, not a lot. Like there were maybe 3 or 4 minutes where those bad habits just started to
Of
creep in
course.
a little bit. But you got to think too, they're trying to make up and get rid of 3 to 5 years
100%.
of crap.
100%.
It's not just going to happen overnight.
100%.
So
100%. And again, you know, you were saying before, like everyone now, self-preservation. So you worry about your game, right? I always go this back to golf, right? I play a little bit of golf,
yes,
right? And I remember I played golf for years, and then I went and took lessons.
Yep.
Right? And he changed everything on my grip,
Yeah.
and I couldn't hit the ball. And he kept saying to me, stick to the process, trust me. And my game was going bad. But then one day, it all came together, you know what I mean? And so, because what I would do, I would play this old-fashioned way, you know, I would play this new way, and then all of a sudden I'll be having a bad game, and then I'll go back to my old shot, because I was comfortable with it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't good for the long term.
Yep.
And this is what I'm saying with Carlton. All right, you might find yourself in a bad position. Do not go back to your bad habits.
Correct.
Stick to it. Stick to
Exactly.
it. But the other thing is,
TTP.
they can stick to it.
Trust the
but
process.
the coaches have to trust them that if they make mistakes, right, allow them to make mistakes.
I'm sure they would.
I know.
If
I
it's-
know.
if they're sticking
I
to
know.
it,
if you're making a mistake but your intention is right,
they'll wear
But
it.
when I say coaches, I mean the hierarchy. Are they going to put
yeah.
pressure on the coaches? Going, no, we need to do this week. You know, like just let the process happen. You know, So-
trust the process.
But do you know what the process is? Do they tell you?
No, we don't know.
Well,
no.
that's right.
But whatever it is,
What we're looking at, we're trying to figure
Yeah,
out.
we're trying to figure it
tough,
out.
hard, contested
yeah.
footy.
And you don't really, we don't really know what
no one
the
knows,
inner.
apart from vape, apart from the
Yeah.
Yeah.
the players
Because
and the
you,
coaches.
like you guys, you would have had this inner sanctum,
course.
knowing exactly what's going.
You want to give a little bit away, but you don't want to. You don't want to
They
give
don't
all your
give
cards
anything
away.
No.
They don't give anything away.
No.
It's just all, each week is it? Yeah, it's
1 week at a
one
time.
week at a time.
Yeah. But you know exactly
We're
what.
following the processes.
Yeah.
And, it's the same.
Yeah.
They don't want to give anything.
No, you can't, because especially at top level, I believe that even 1% is a lot. Like if you get
Incremental
1%
improvement after a while
if you
adds
get
up, doesn't
1% on the other team,
absolutely.
like, that's a lot, man.
Absolutely.
They'll punish you. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? Like, if you found out one thing about the other opposition, like some of their weaknesses and that, you would use it and exploit it, wouldn't you?
But everyone's in the same boat.
Well, that's like there's no surprises really. Like there might be like 2 or 3 things that you haven't seen from a team, you know, but ultimately they're all.
No, everyone.
You know
knows
what I mean?
what's going on,
Yeah, that's a thing.
They're on the same
100%.
page.
So
It's the delivery with with coaches.
it's just the nuances, the little changes that you
course.
make that are the difference.
Yeah.
So, no, practice game positive.
Good.
We
It
play
is what it
Sydney
is.
next week to finalise it all. I think
We've got
McGovern's going to come back in. Maybe Cripps will be rested. I don't think he will, but I think he was fine. He got scans apparently, and it was all.
But
good,
if they
so.
have to, no big deal. They'll rest him.
Martin might come in, but yeah, they should be
so
ready
it's
to
good.
go.
So it's
Fingers
exciting.
crossed
We're getting
again. No
there.
injuries
We're
next
almost-
week.
And speaking of coaches, like we were talking about coaches before, McRae,
Yep.
Craig
was he
Fly.
known?
No.
So- Were they supposed to be in the finals last year?
No.
No.
No one had them there.
No.
They went from 17th to
So that's
the
why
prelim.
I'll be hard on Carlton.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to make it. They have to make
Yeah.
it. North, look out,
Yeah.
and St Kilda, look out. For me,
Okay.
because new coaches.
Because big coaches, man, like you gotta.
They've been in and out as well,
coaches
so-
is huge, man.
That's
And
a fair
you look. I don't want to say it was only a practice match, but I saw Richmond and North. Richmond only won by 2 points yesterday. All right.
I didn't watch it.
No, I just heard the score, but I'm saying, North is supposed to be at the bottom of the ladder. Richmond, I know it's only to practice.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. No, it's a fair point.
It's good, and with this McRae, I said it last year. I was shocked. You know what I mean? To me, I'm big about the process. They look like they went through the right channels, the way they did it, and they got
another first-time coach who's done a great job, and I've always been big on that. So,
and don't forget the assistant coaches as well, because the coaches they just mentor, really.
Yeah. Justin Lepich, Brendan Bolton's there.
Yeah, but it's the assistant coaches. AFL.
How important were they?
Of course,
they're crucial.
Yeah.
So how important were they for you?
At the time, there was more.
You didn't have many as now.
Ross Lyon was one of them.
Wow,
at one point.
That's nice. You even had more. Yeah.
He was. Yes, he was. He was.
There was Kenny Judge, the late Kenny Judge.
Yes, he was there too. That's right. Actually, Kenny Judge was in the box in the '95. There, I saw him sitting there.
And they were tough.
Yeah,
it was all tough back then.
They were. That's right.
Like, you're not here if you crap, get out. You're a piece of this, a piece of that. And we resonated with that.
Yeah, but you guys coached yourself, but you were a pretty good United. The back line.
Allowed it. Parko did allow it.
The idea is it should be at a point where the coach gets you into a mental state where it's just autonomous for you.
Yeah.
You know what you have to do. Well, he shouldn't have to tell you at half time.
No.
You knew what you had to do.
Of course.
He didn't. He wouldn't have had. I'm sure there would have been moments where he screamed and shouted. And Vossi was the same as well.
Yeah, of course.
You saw it in the Essendon game. Of course. You got to time it right.
But you know what you got to do. Come on, man. We've been practicing and doing this, and now we're here. What you need to tell me now?
Absolutely, mate.
I know what to do. Yeah.
Absolutely.
We are
positive.
We interviewed Parkin. He's a great man, yeah?
Yes.
So everyone go and watch the interview.
Go watch it.
But he did mention that he spoke to someone and they said to him, listen, you've got to give the players a bit more responsibility and you've got to get back a bit. And he goes, it was hard for him, but he did it. Yeah. He gave more responsibility to the players and he thinks it was the best thing that he could have possibly done.
Sink or swim.
Is it true that he said that the team would pick the team would pick? He wasn't part of the selection.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, he said he wasn't part, so they would go in there, do the selection, and he would have to leave the room.
Okay.
And he would sit. And he would sit outside the door and listen to what was going on.
Might have been the players.
The leaders go in there.
The leaders were always going in.
Okay, so
if you're in with the leaders, you're laughing. Yeah. But if you play again, like I said, if you played your role, you're in.
Yeah.
Just play your role, man.
100%, and that's all they wanted. And there's a lot of role players in that.
Even the stars are role players, mate.
100%.
If you know you're a star, you've got to be that.
Parko would always say, as long as you're in the 75%, don't be in the 25.
Yeah, that's it.
So there were always the 15, 16 would always get picked.
Yeah, of course.
Automatically. Now I didn't know that I was part of that 16.
Yeah.
But I made it out as if I wasn't.
In that you were on the edge,
and that's what helped you get there.
But trust me,
that's what's going to help these younger guys get 16, there.
Man, that back line, I still one of the best back lines I've ever seen.
All right, shall we get a wriggle on? I know I'm sure we're
100%. But what we're going to do is quickly go into. We don't want to go too much because this is more politics.
Oh God! Oh yes,
at the AGM.
Yes.
So we had the big general AGM meeting,
annual general meeting, which
your own.
No,
Carlton.
Yeah, we had our own. And as you can see, Marzi's
ours is coming up at your seafood bar.
Yeah, we're going to have the big one there.
Okay.
So you were there.
Yeah, I was there.
So just quickly, there wasn't much to come out.
Have you been to many of them?
Yeah. This was the second one I've been to in person.
Yeah.
Did you raise any issues?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Put your hand up.
Of course.
Oh, fantastic.
Of course. Always.
This is interesting.
Well, no one was going to ask about it, but I'm big on the AFLW, right? And our program was a disaster,
right?
And I just raised the question. I said, like, what the hell's going on? This, like, they did a review.
Why? Because
players have walked out. There's like a whole drama with the AFL. Like, there's no vision from the AFL. And I asked a question around accountability, like, what's going on? We've lost players, we've lost coaches. I directed the question to Pat Kennesley, who was not answering questions. It was just
Who's that guy?
she's on the board. She's our vice president, and she heads up the women's stuff, right?
Okay.
And I just asked. I said, "Look, I go, what's going on?" I go, "We've sacked these coaches. We have no vision." I said, "Isn't that your role?" I go, "We've had a head start." I go, "We've been in the competition for 7 years. How can we have no vision?" And Brian Cook, our CEO, and Luke Sayers, the answers they were really they gave me a vote of confidence. They gave me a vote of confidence, which was good.
Yeah.
And then we had a chat after as well, after question time and all that. When it all wraps up, you chat to Cookie and Sayers and one of our other board members who approached me, David Campbell. He said, he goes, "Mate, I love your passion." He goes, you asked fantastic questions.
That's it.
Did you get any answers?
Yeah, no, I did.
You
I did. Yeah,
Off
no,
the
it was good. It was good. So look, whether or not it comes to fruition, we don't know. But it just seems that they seem the right people for the roles at the moment.
Good.
So whether or not it happens, there are a few. There are a few other people. There's 4 or 5 blokes who get up every year at the AGMs and cause a ruckus and all that. But they make statements without questions. And this is like what I don't understand is, right. I understand the financial side of things at a football club, right? I get it. I understand it. But football clubs are not privately owned.
That's right.
But they're not privately owned. So whether if a football club makes a profit or a loss, it doesn't matter.
It shouldn't matter.
But it doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? And there were 4 or 5 people who were continually asking questions like, what's the value of the property, the government funding that we got 40 million, how come this got spent here, the redevelopment, no members voted for that. Okay. And in my head, I'm thinking, the best clubs in the world, their members don't elect boards, their members don't give a shit about finances, but they do in those clubs. You know why? Because they're all privately owned. And they have shareholders to yield to with dividends financially. As members, we're shareholders. What's our dividend?
Premierships.
Wins.
Yeah, just the
That's
all we want.
W's.
all clubs get AFL and government funding, right?
Yeah.
And this is what the questions from fans should be around performance and accountability on the field and how off-field is going to affect on-field. The value of the property of Icon Park or properties. Who cares?
So why is there an AGM then?
Well, exactly right.
Just have one just for the
I prefer a fans forum, but they have to do an AGM because it's part of the constitution.
It's part
of
of the
club.
constitution. They
And
got
it's
to do
but
it.
you have to
because other times they might even have voting for the board members and that. They didn't have it this year because no one
for me
went up against it.
For me, people saying, "Oh, the club's insolvent." The club will never be insolvent.
Nah.
Football clubs will never cease to exist under this current system. The broadcast rights are worth nearly $4 billion. Each clubs get handouts. They're all owned by the AFL. No club is privately owned. So,
No, you'd never go.
but it's not. But for me, it's a non-issue, right? Unless people are swindling money or anything like that. I really couldn't care, to be honest, mate. And it shouldn't be at the forefront for us. We should have enough trust in them to be able to get all that stuff right.
So you are happy overall with the?
Yeah,
should there be a meeting?
But I understand why people ask those questions, and that's fine.
Yeah, of course.
But my frustration was that it was not for me. 90% of the questions there should be about football.
Yeah. So why wouldn't there be one a year?
There is one a year.
There is one a year. AGMs. Yes.
Not AGMs.
Oh, what?
On just
football.
like a
a fan forum.
Yeah,
Just a fan forum.
where we could go in there and ask a question.
I'll put that forward.
The players are there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be
All
bad.
the coaches are there.
I can put
How
it
good would
forward.
that be?
That'd be the grouse.
I
And
can
be
put-
honest. And
well,
if everyone's, like you say, if everyone's honest with each other, we can
Where are
move
we going
forward.
wrong?
Yeah.
Well, how can we improve?
Well, this is the step to it.
Yeah.
What we do
That'd be-
here is the
that'd be
step
awesome.
to it.
Yeah. Well, we try
I
to do
agree.
this here.
I
man.
agree. I think there
We
should
ask
be.
questions.
I think there should be a quarterly fan forum.
That'd be awesome.
That's my
And you know
genuine
another
belief.
thing? If you're not doing anything wrong and if you're being honest and that, you should not be worried
Front
about
up.
someone asking you
Front
a
up.
question.
Front up.
Why not? I mean, they
Front
ask questions in the NBA
You know.
Yeah.
Oh.
And what I like
that's
too,
right.
Vince got up and asked
every
a few-
week, every game.
Vince got up.
Yeah, that's right.
Not every quarter.
Vince got up and asked a few questions about the membership,
Yep.
and all that. Which okay, fair enough. But what I liked about, see, the thing is with Vince, as much as he's challenging them, he's got class.
Oh,
Vince is professional in all that stuff. And the thing is that you know, after it, him, Luke and I, we were, you know, all together. We sit down, have a beer.
100%.
We can have a chat.
We're all going towards the same goal
You know,
here.
and
so-
this is what David Campbell was saying to me as well. And you know, I understand. You know, they've got to try and buttress members, but it seemed a little bit more genuine than what I'd seen in the last couple of years. You know, like for them to approach you is what I like.
Yeah.
I don't have to go to them and ask questions.
Well,
you know,
it looks like they are trying to like.
I still have
unite the
concerns.
club. Of
I
course,
still have concerns.
Of course,
But-
we'll see at the end of the year.
But
hey,
I'm reserving judgment.
Good.
I'm
Hey,
reserving judgment. I could have, like, I had a thing written up where I could have slammed them.
Of course.
But you know what? You got to read the room sometimes. And I thought, you know what?
100%, man.
You've got to ask the questions with, be inquisitive and show that you've act like, because they knew. I'm disappointed by this. I'm like, I don't care if they're women or men. That's not the issue. The issue is when you have that logo on your Guernsey and you step out on the field and you represent the club, if you're diluting the brand and playing like scata, like shit, I'll come for you.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Simple as that.
Because we all wear the jumper with pride,
That's it.
man. We might just be supporters,
And
man,
imagine
but we.
being a player.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
Well,
anyway,
imagine you had a
that's that.
player
So that's that.
who didn't wear it with pride. Would you approach him and go, mate, like how?
You do.
You have
You
to,
would,
or else
yes.
you're not going to be
That's
successful.
right. So
For me, the finances are a non-issue because unless we're plunged into the abyss with debt and all
and
this
we're
kind
not.
of stuff,
No,
which we're not, mate.
All right, just
The only issue is that are there still those shady puppeteers still doing that?
and I think
You know.
they are,
There
but
always will be.
But I don't mind powerful people at your club
Yeah.
as silent partners.
Yeah.
You need it. You
Of
need
course.
it as much as you need it.
Yeah.
But
as long as we're going for the right target at the end.
correct.
You know what I mean? And that is premierships, full stop. All right, we don't want to go too high.
so that's that. The AGM was,
just on a quick one.
Yes.
What's the silliest question you heard there?
Oh my god.
Come on, give it to me. There's no name. Just
someone
give me.
asked by membership proxy, like it was an online question or whatever it was. Someone asked, like, oh, you know, members weren't, you know, they weren't queried about the new redevelopment and about accessibility. Like, why is there no free parking? Oh my god.
Really?
All right, so we go from there to there. Beautiful. I love
Catch
it.
an Uber.
Why is there no free parking? And I was sitting next to Morton Webb. Hello, mate. Head of commercial ops, I think is his role. I used to play footy with him at West Covent.
Yeah.
And he sat next to me at the thing, and I go, where does free parking sit on the hierarchy of things? And
Oh,
he's-
man, I can't even believe it.
What do you say?
Hey, you know what?
What do you say?
Catch public transport.
All that.
And I was going to say I might be taking you there, but I won't because I'll be at the game.
Yeah.
So
that's a wrap. You know, they're again, like those questions about finance, they're valid for people who have that as an issue.
No,
and
that's
I
good.
understand it. But at the end of the day, whether people get upset and angry, I think ultimately it does come from it tries to come from a good place. But
Of course.
just be nuanced and professional with your questions. You can cut deeper with a professionally cool, calm, and collected answer
100%.
than you do with
Yelling
and screaming.
Rocco's
and,
rant. That's not gonna work.
cutting in and, you know.
Rocco's rant's not going to work. But you know, the other thing is, I'll just quickly end it on this. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
It's one thing to say, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then, what's your solution?
That's right. Just sit
So what's the point?
and then I don't know.
Okay.
Like, come on, man. Like, let's do it. Anyway,
So that's
beautiful.
that. Anyway, so that's that.
Beautiful. I love it. I love it. I
But
love
if results don't go our way this year, we're coming for
We
you.
start pinning. Yeah,
We're coming for you.
You're pointing.
I'll run for the board. Anyway, let's move on.
100%.
We're short for time.
And this phone.
Again, far out, mate. What's going on here?
Absolutely. All right.
What happened?
Absolutely going wild out there.
again.
Apparently.
We're having a break.
Let's have a look at
Jesus,
this.
mate. Oh my God. I see legs.
Hey, I just got word that
How tall's the blonde chick?
these are all your ex-girlfriends.
There's Scottish flags there in the back. David, what's going on there?
There's all sorts of stuff going on, but this would be right in the middle of. What do you reckon?
Why has she got her hand at the back?
You reckon?
Why has she got her hand at the back?
Oh, is it?
What is
At
it?
the end, tail
Ah, that has to. Is that
Tail
the
end
whole?
or a-
Is that what it is?
Okay.
or a handkerchief.
Okay. Right. Okay. there's a little bit of cultural learning.
Is that what it is? It's what festival was that?
Oh, I don't know what festival. There could be a sardine festival.
Yes.
Could be
A sardine.
But you just mentioned one. What did you say?
Baniyiri.
Manayiri.
Baniyiri.
Banayiri. What's that?
Baniyiri festival.
Oh, festival. Okay, there you go.
There's all types of festivals.
Nice. The Greeks know how to party. Put it that
Yeah,
way.
they do.
All right.
Bloody oath.
All right, let's get a move on now. Listen,
What
we
we
got
got?
a segment here. Now, we didn't prepare you for this, but we got a segment here, right, that we call, let's have a look at it. Let's go straight into it.
All right, let's go. Foolish, idiotic banana of the week.
Oh, I like this.
And as you saw there, this one is, we'll mention this sponsor.
Sponsored by
Marina
Marina
Brothers
Bros.
is still our sponsor for
Welcome back, Marino, bro.
this. Yeah, they didn't
Was he
go
hanging in there? Was he?
No, he hasn't left.
Respect.
He hasn't
Oh,
left.
no one's left.
But we said we weren't going to mention
Hey,
sponsorships,
where's
but
where's the
we put-
banana?
No, the banana's
Oh,
here.
there it is.
I got the banana.
I was going to say, okay.
So what we're going to do is I'll start, and this might be a little bit of an AFL discussion and maybe into
Okay.
a rant.
All right, okay.
Right, so we're going to do this, and
All right.
maybe we'll have a bit of a discussion. But my banana is pretty simple.
That's a little rude.
No, it's not.
Okay.
This is top banana. So if you got someone that you just want to mention as a
a
banana,
banana of
like
the
he's
week.
done something stupid this week,
Yeah.
who annoyed you, anyone. It doesn't have to be sport related. My one is sport related. It's going to be a bit controversial,
Okay.
right? And it's pretty simple.
Who's it going to?
Ginnivan.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Now I'm going to be controversial about this, and I'm going to. This is my banana. Now I've heard everyone go, "Oh,
Okay,
you know,
all right.
he's young.
Yep,
You
okay.
know, like he did
No,
it."
no.
Blah blah blah. This is
Okay.
going to be my take on it.
Yep.
Right. My take is this: you're a banana.
Yeah.
You are a banana. He's at a training camp.
Yep.
At the end of that training camp, he decides to go into a public toilet and take whatever he took, right? You're at a training camp. Like, this is what we're doing. We're coming in to train to get ready, and this is when you decide to go and do this.
Yep.
The other thing is, oh, he's young, and I've heard it all. You know, like drugs is, you know, like big in society. He's only young. You got to. I understand. He's only young. Very good. You know what we'll do from now on? We'll pay you a junior wage, because if that's how you want to get treated, like you're only young, you're getting paid millions of dollars, mate. You want that as an adult. You want that as an adult. You want to take that responsibility. Yet when something goes wrong, don't go and defer to, oh, he's young, he's got to learn. No, you
Cut
can't.
his wage.
Hey?
Cut their wage.
Well, all I'm saying is you
What are you
can't
saying?
pick and choose when you want to be an adult and when you want to be treated as a junior. All right, there is this initial drug problem. Has he got it? Hey, we support him now. Like, we don't want anyone to
No, of course.
go
Yeah,
down
yeah,
the wrong
yeah, yeah,
line.
yeah, of course,
We
of
support
course,
him,
of
and you
course.
know what? If he
course.
gets over this, which I'm sure he will, man, I'm going to applaud him.
Agreed.
I love it. Like Ben Cousins and Wayne Carey, they had their issues. Ben Cousins a few times kept, but if he gets back up, I applaud him.
Yep.
But when he stays down, I'm not going to sit here, right, and like, oh, poor thing. No, we've all had our issues and we all got over it, right? I don't want to hear your excuses. You get paid more than anyone else. You are privileged, right, to what you are doing. You know, you're privileged to play that game. Not when you fall over, all of a sudden you revert back, oh, I'm only young, I'm only this. No, sorry, because you only get one chance. To me, I hope all the best for you.
Yep.
Not against Carlton. I hope all the best for
Did
you.
he come out and apologise?
Yeah,
he did, and
Well,
I.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, yeah.
No, he did, and I
responded
applaud
really
him
well.
for that.
Did he put his hand up?
Yes.
Yeah, Darcy Moore's press conference as well was great.
100%. I applaud him for that. All I'm saying is,
He said he
man,
did
you
wrong.
st-
Yeah.
100%.
Yep.
He said he had a few
Yeah, he
drinks.
owned it. He
He had
owned
a few drinks, and then it was a bad judgment. He said all that.
Okay.
All right. Now, I'm not saying I understand you're a kid, but it doesn't dissolve you from becoming a banana.
Yeah.
You were a banana of the week, right?
Yep.
Oh, we must support him. Even I heard some commentators say, oh, you know these like memes that are coming out on him, that's poor. No, you deserve the memes.
Well,
you deserve the memes. You know why? Because you use the media when you want to, And then when it goes bad, you go, I don't want the media. No. You use it to forward your career, but you're also going to use it to be the banana of the week. Sorry, mate, but I hope all the best for you.
Okay, love it.
You got something?
Yeah, I'm just going to keep this very, very simple. The Australian Test cricket team.
Oh,
Disgraceful,
geez.
shocking, horrible.
Far out.
Just.
All right, have we got another 10 of those?
Have you got a broom?
Oh,
here?
That was bad, mate.
That was bad. That was really bad.
Nah, they've lost the plot, mate.
Yeah, that was not good.
They were beaten.
I didn't
before
expect
they
us
left.
to go there and do much, but the way they lost,
I didn't
that second
expect
test,
9 for 48.
shocking.
I didn't expect that.
Shocking. So
That
I'm
is-
going to keep it very simple.
Nah, they deserve it, man. And
Very
if they don't
simple.
come back, mate,
And I hope I do preface that by saying I hope Pat Cummins is okay because his mum's in palliative care.
Yeah, no,
and she's
that's
very
right, she
sick.
come
So you just you don't know what's going
you know
on.
who I give it to?
Yeah.
I give it to the selectors, man. Some of that selection is, come on, mate.
Tactically.
Head. He was probably number 4 in the world as batsman, and we drop him. Now we put him back. You know, they're playing. Look, how can you only play one paceman? And you know what was funny? They only played one, which is Cummings, and their paceman, I forgot his name, whoever he was.
Shami, Mohammed Shami.
Dominated.
I know.
Like,
I know,
oh
I know.
my god.
The one paceman that they didn't play was Boland, who was the one in form, but you can't drop the captain, can you? Well,
No.
you can, but you don't.
No, you wouldn't
So
drop the captain.
that's that.
now.
You got a banana? I know it's an on-the-spot one, but...
It's on the spot. They're the
make-
best one.
I'm actually the banana of the week.
I love when you give
love a
yourself
soft
a
banana. There's nothing better than
I
a
haven't
self
found the
banana.
banana of the week, so I'm the banana.
All right, so
I'm
that's
not
all.
having the banana of the week.
Nah, but you didn't know. You didn't know.
That's okay. Well,
A self banana's okay.
It's always good to be a self banana.
Self banana's fine.
fine. My hand up.
Yeah, that's it. That's the way they're going it. All right, I love it.
done.
I love it. So that was banana of the week. Okay, we're gonna frame that picture.
It's not about the size, it's about what you do with
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
there we go.
Yeah, it's about the size. It's not about the length. It's about the girth.
Oh god.
What? Anyway,
Where are we going?
all right, we've got another favourite segment here.
Yes, we do. Let's go.
Let's go straight into it.
Let's get into it, shall we? Let us get into it.
Ma di che cazzo sta a parlare a te? Che bello! Ma che cazzo sta? Ma che cazzo sei? Ma che cazzo? Ma che cazzo ne so?
Do you know this one?
Ma che cazzo?
Ma che cazzo?
Ready? We've got to do it all together. 3, 2, 1.
Ma che cazzo? All right, this is, you know what ma che cazzo means?
What the hell?
What the
What the
hell?
fuck?
What the shit? What's going
What the
on?
fuck? WTF.
Let's have a look at this.
Oh,
first
what do
one.
we got? What do you got
Hey,
for
when we were
us?
kids, Batman and Robin.
Yep.
Favourite kind of like series on TV, mate. Like one of the favourites.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
And
It
their
was up there.
technology at the time, like their video was like at the look, mate. Sometimes I didn't know if it was real. All right,
As a
let's
kid,
have a look
you
at this
thought it was
one.
real As a kid.
No, that's not real, is it? Nah.
I've never seen this episode.
Look at him. He's got the. What's this? Look what he pulls out. He's got the spray.
That was real.
How good was that? I didn't know that was a real show.
That was back in like in the 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
70s, 80s, yeah.
Love it, mate.
That's
You used to
ridiculous.
Love it. You used to love it. Hey, listen. You know when you're just walking around and that,
Yeah.
obey the signs.
Obey the
Obey,
signs.
okay.
Okay, yes.
So
yes.
this segment's called, or this one's called, obey the signs.
Okay, obey the signs. Do not walk.
God. What a banana. It should be banana. No,
no.
But now I'm going to go over this.
Oh, no. Don't go that way.
Very good.
Mate, what can I say?
First one was the Melbourne game.
Yeah.
Second one was the Collingwood game.
That's exactly right. Hey, listen. All the women out there, they won't
listening.
understand this. Hey, listen. They won't understand this. But us as guys will understand this dilemma we have
Yes.
every time.
Okay,
And
what is
I
it?
call this toilet etiquette.
Toilet etiquette. Okay, right.
Okay.
Let's see how good your etiquette is. This one's a no-brainer. I definitely go all the way to the
Where
right.
would
wanna
you-
space
All the
yourself
way
as
to the
much
end.
as you can.
100%. Absolutely.
You gotta get-
That's not even an
Probably the
argument.
same
What about
thing.
this one?
Anything else?
Yep,
and you're
still at the
kinda
end.
Yeah, you
close to
can't,
people.
right?
You definitely don't want those two in the middle because then
Nah,
no chance.
Nah, not a chance.
Is this a thing?
What about this one? Ooh.
Middle.
You want to go directly in the
Middle.
Easy.
shoulder to shoulder
Right,
with
and then
somebody.
Always
It's
middle.
super weird. This is a league, honestly. all around, but I
You
think
still have to go to one.
I'm to the left. You know why I'm to the left? I'm all the way to. Oh,
What
God.
about this one?
What?
I think you go middle here because if you go
Yeah.
to the left,
Yeah,
If you go
you got
that
a bit of
way-
space to the left.
on your left,
On that
whereas
one
if
where
you're
it
on the
was
middle
like
one, you only have
empty
one person
someone,
directly
empty
to your
someone,
right.
empty.
I don't
I'm
know.
always
You guys
going to the left
Yeah.
Close to
because
the door?
you judge it by. This is how I judge it by. Most people are right-handed, right?
Yeah.
So if you go all the way to the left, people
Oh.
are inclined to look to their right. Like if you're right-handed, you're inclined to look to your right. So that's how I see it.
We think about this way too much, but I'm telling you, women are going to be out there going, "What?
Nah,
You's worry
toilet
about this."
etiquette is a thing.
What about when you go to a shitter in a public area? I
Yeah.
know we don't try to avoid it, but when you do,
Yes.
you do the same. If there's someone in a cubicle,
You're
there,
in the furthest
you've
one
got to
away.
go to the furthest way. You don't go next to the one.
It doesn't bother me. I can't see you, but they can hear you.
Yeah. Well, we've had this discussion.
Isn't that the
before.
funniest thing? Like they can't see you. No one knows who it is.
I don't care.
But it's still.
Or if you've had a really rotten one, you want to get out real quick. Wash hands, get out.
And you don't want to get
Or if
out
they get out,
and
you
see
stay.
you get out.
You stay.
Yeah.
You just sit.
Yeah. Especially you, because you're recognisable. That's the last thing we need. All right, just a quick survey. Scrunch or fold?
I'm a folder.
Yeah, fold.
Nah, I'm a scruncher. There's something wrong with you, mate.
You've got to look after your culo.
Something wrong
Mate,
with you.
You've got to look after it, mate.
No.
All
I've
right.
got the arse washer anyway.
Oh, you got the bidet. And those in the audience, in the comments, what
Hey,
are you,
listen.
scruncher or folder?
Yeah, put it in. Scruncher or folder. Hey, listen, you know me, I love my boxing.
Yes.
Right?
Shout out to Lyndon Hosking.
This is, yes, Lyndon Hosking.
Saw him at the practice game,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, he was there, yeah.
Yeah.
Mate, I love this. This bloke is named Danny Williams, right?
Dan Williams, who? Pommy?
Yeah, no, sorry, it was Danny Williams. And never give up.
Never give up.
Never
All right.
give up. He's dislocated his shoulder.
Oh, you're kidding me? Oh, yeah. Look at his right shoulder. Yeah. God. That's ridiculous.
I'd be targeting his shoulder.
Well, he's trying to get there, but he won't let him. Look at this.
This is ridiculous.
We saw last night Andrew Galotta
Break him up, ref. Break him up, ref.
They weren't throwing him the towel, man, so he refused to jump out.
Jeez, that's really popped out too.
Oh, yeah, he's in pain. Yeah.
Fuck, it's not, mate. He's not. He doesn't want. As if the ref wouldn't call a TKO, like he's made. Look, if you can get one bit of your guard. Oh, wow. Far out.
Now imagine this guy, he'd be thinking, no.
Got him clean too. Nah, he's. Oh, mate, he's gone. That's over. It's all over. It's all over.
Yeah, you say they don't connect,
You
man.
can't
but
keep your feet. You can't keep your feet. You're dazed.
Those like
It's all over. Finished.
Those shots, man, get you.
Shots before, but
He's still going. Mate, he's out. Call it, ref.
he hasn't actually.
Call it.
No, the
That's
shot before
done.
definitely gets you.
That's
but
done.
then those glazing ones, or you know, those grazing ones, they hurt.
Yeah. Fuck, what an effort.
He's in pain.
David Cunningham.
I love it, man. Yes, that was a David Cunningham. I love it, man. I love my boxing. Tyson, my favourite boxer of all time, man.
Again, shout out to Lyndon.
Lyndon, yes, Lyndon.
He gives a real,
100%.
boxer's firm handshake. Real, none of this slippery fish stuff.
No.
Really,
He was Commonwealth.
Yeah.
What was he? Commonwealth gold
Bronze
medal?
medalist?
Bronze medalist.
Bronze medalist, yeah.
Commonwealth bronze medalist. Yeah. Lyndon Hosking, one of our great supporters.
Yes.
Hey, listen. In your days, right? They would get you to do like certain commercials and that. Now, I'm just wondering why they didn't get you to do this one here.
Oh God. Oh no.
In Australia, the high
the
flyers from the
perfect footy song.
VFL weren't slow to strut their stuff.
There's big
Every match with the high-flying bombers from Windy Hill, we're the toughest, we're the team we're gonna kill.
Oh my God.
It was a white man.
TikTok.
Black and gold,
Hey, Big Harry.
Oh, God.
That'll knock 'em all flat.
Wow.
Big
You're a
Harry.
bit of a... You get the...
Cooter and I sang Sauce's Girl. You know, Jesse's Girl.
Jesse's girl. Sauce's
what?
girl.
I wish I had
Sauce's girl. Da, 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 da.
For what?
Channel 9.
Really?
Show, yeah.
Oh, remember the grand finals? They all used to do the dress-ups and the singing?
Oh, is that what it was for?
No.
Oh,
What's
something
the
else.
segment?
Just a segment.
You would have had some good times, man, doing little things like that, you know,
Bloody hell.
just getting together.
I always had to call him up and be like, how much, where?
Yeah, of course. All right, I hope everyone enjoyed Market Cats. All
What's
right.
the Greek version of that? Is there a Greek version of that? There's not really a Greek version. Oh, yeah, it's probably that.
No, what's that
Yeah,
one?
nah.
No, but that's more
Nah.
like...
Oh. No.
Well, how do you say, like, what?
There's not really
What do you
a...
do?
Oh, it's just malaka.
Yeah. The hand motion's like...
But the hand motion's always there, mate. Like,
Yeah,
it's-
it is.
But this one's a ripper too.
Yeah, that one. I love that one.
double.
Yeah, the double one.
Hey, listen, you're privileged.
No, I'm not.
You sure? You know why?
We're all privileged.
Yeah, we are, but you're privileged because you're going to see one of the great segments.
Get ready.
Ready.
Get set.
We're talking about...
Is this a Rocco segment?
No, this is actually...
Paul's powerful, high energy, thrilling. Wow.
Paul's Call! We're talking one of the premier commentators.
A very good morning, a very good afternoon, and a very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen.
He's got it going.
You're going to be there. So what we're going to do... I'm going to put up something. Have you seen this?
Does he know about this?
No.
Okay.
Have you seen this? No. You're going to go off the cuff. I'm going to put it on there, and you're going to call it.
I'm going to call it as I see it, because
As
that's
I
what the
see
best
it.
callers do.
You ready for this?
Go on.
Let's
You have to wait then.
Let's
you have to
let's
pause.
do it. You ready? Because it's going to start.
Here we go.
You want to just get it? You want to? All right. You don't know.
Get stuck into it, mate.
Let's go.
This is off the cuff. What have we got here? Oh, Ange Christou kicking out a fullback. Woof! A long ball down towards half forward. And Kuda Phytomedes goes up with the 2 bit, sells a bit of candy, goes long up towards centre half forward. They've got players out here. Madden takes the mark, brushes off his opponent. He's got Ratton.
Should have been 50.
Mickey Martin, long ball up towards half back. It's a real tough game. Kuda went up, couldn't take it. Madden, Bradley around the ball. The ball comes out. It's real tough, hard stuff here at the MCG. It's almost like a rugby match at the moment. Harry Madden with a long kick out. Christou, if it sits for him, he'll kick it. Here we go. It's Christou, a long ball, and he's got it. It's Christou goes bang from 45 on the fly. He was never going to miss, Rocco. He was never going to miss. And he celebrates with his best mate, Anthony Koutafidis. Carlton 3-3-21. North Melbourne 1 behind 1 point. Let's hear it, Rocco. Ange Christou from fullback.
Where are we going?
Let's hear it, Rocco.
Cooter or Hound?
He's got Hannah and Ange Christou. Let's hear it, Rocco. Whoa! Bang! A long ball up towards centre half back, and Madden went up, took the mark. A beautiful kick from Evangelist Christou. And he's got Christou on again. Have a listen to this. A little dinky ball to Fraser Brown. Blues across half forward. So Christou. Another kick out. Look, he's going to go long. Ops to go out wide, and there you hear the big woofs of the crowd. He's got Kuda, his mate, in support, and Kuda's going to get out the back, and the Blues are away here. Dinky little kick up towards centre wing, a 2-on-1 in favour of the Blues. Big tackle. Christou's going to get back involved as well. Here we go. Barnes. Madden. He's got to beat 2 of them. Dean went up. Madden. Handball away. Christou's in support here. He's going to get on the end of it. Handball by Koutafidis, and here comes Ange Christou.
The Blue.
Tackled over the boundary line, out of play. Oh, here we go! Oh, Brownlett's got him in a headlock! Brownlett's got him in a headlock, and it's on at centre wing. Out on the broadcast side, here comes Kuda. The 2 Italian and Greek boys are getting involved with it, and now it's all in. They come from all directions. Peter Dean getting involved. Ratton's in there. Fraser Brown. Look at the junkyard dog. And the trainers are getting involved. Umpires. Look at the fans in the grandstand. It's all on. It's a genuine Donnybrook. Trainers, runners, cops, security guards, even the cameraman's getting involved. Kuda getting involved with Bairstow. This is incredible stuff. Carlton on their way to a flag.
Christou got done in a headlock. It was a chokehold. Look at that. Getting involved as well. Speechline rights, as Rex used to call him. Get up, man. Get up, your son. Bang.
How was that?
It was a bit about me.
It was a bit about you. Of course it's about you,
Bang.
mate.
Too much.
Nah. How'd you like to...
I had to channel my inner Rex there as well, because he was the one who called all those.
I love it. I got into it, especially that brawl,
Did you
mate.
listen to Rexy? Who
Rexy was my
your
favourite. Rex.
Yeah, same here.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
It's not even an argument.
Hey,
Not even
listen,
an argument.
while we got you here, we're going to quickly show you this, right? Everyone's seen the highlights of the 95 grand final, but I want you to get your thoughts on this, right?
Let's have a look.
You remember this?
No, we were still in the rooms.
Well, you remember this
You weren't
video.
here.
How did it feel here, running out?
Yeah, it was
Surreal?
It's got to be the.
I mean, you were there in
Amazing,
93.
isn't
Greek word, epitelos. It's
Yeah.
about time.
Is that how you
Yes.
felt?
It had been
Ready
2
to
years.
go?
Yeah, it had been 2 years. And you get that.
Epitelos.
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 So we had that hunger, man, because for 2 years we were starving.
Mate, and some stars there, mate. Jesus.
And I used to watch this as a kid going, oh man, I can't, one day if I could get
You
out
really
there.
thought that one day if I could get
Yeah,
there?
oh, that'd be, and I love the balloon part.
Yeah. Because they used to always do the balloons there,
And then, like,
Look, there you are, man. You're not even wearing just the jumper. Socks down, always.
always socks down. Yeah.
Ready to go. Next to
Jump
one of your
around.
best mates. Mil Hanna's one of your good mates.
Yep. Still talk to a few of them, but yeah.
Of course, what a team, mate. And now we're going to go straight to the celebration. Look at you, man. Did you really believe it?
No.
It's hard, huh?
Yes.
What champagne did they use? Shandon?
No, whispers. Just
Whispers.
What's a whisper?
The $5 Whispers. Would have been what, 99 cents?
Is
back
this
then?
the best
it's
part?
just relief, like I kept
Yes.
saying, it's
That's
relief,
how I
relief.
felt.
Like,
As a
the monkeys
supporter.
off your back, because Geelong, I think they were favourites.
Yeah, they were slight favourite to win that. They were slight favourites.
What about this? You remember this bit?
Peter Dean?
Well, Peter Dean. They don't actually show him falling.
No, he's
but
already celebrating.
Here he is.
There he is.
I just wanted to put my hands up. I just thought, this is
Yeah,
what
I
I want
know.
to do.
Yeah. Perfect, man. Taking that.
Have you still got your mouth guard in?
Yeah,
You
always.
still have the mouth guard in? That's
Until I
a
walked in.
I love that. That's awesome.
And he's your good
Oh,
mate,
you're
man.
Did my shoulder.
Did the shoulder there.
The muscles come out now.
It's good that you and Kuda together got your medals, man. That was superb, man. And then you had like the bit of that's getting onto the dais there, and
I just wish my time again. I'd go into the crowd because I didn't get into the crowd.
Okay, yeah,
I wanted to get in there,
Actually,
hold it, give it to them.
yeah, I know.
I was just little.
Actually, there's a bit here I'll show you.
Cooter and his bro.
Yeah, oh, was that his brother?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Two brothers, yeah. Yes.
In the crowd, because you went up to him too.
Yeah. So
Yes,
I
Big Jack.
Oh, the big Jack, huh? Was he happy?
talk about ego.
He could back it up though. That was
That's
the
right.
difference.
Absolutely.
That was the difference.
And ego only suits some people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
It suited
exactly.
him.
Exactly.
It really did.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, man. Look at this
He was-
Dean
he was
Rice,
asleep.
man.
See there, I wanted to go into the crowd because
Yeah.
it's for the supporters.
Yeah, that's good, man. But
It's
look at
obviously
this.
for us, but give it to the supporters. Let them
I've
touch
got
it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You must be full
Number
of adrenaline.
17.
Mate,
Mate,
so
that's
we need-
28 years ago.
Yeah,
I can
I
remember
know.
it like it was yesterday.
Yeah. Here he goes. This is when
Go
he
in,
went
get in there.
at
So
the
like today, well, the last, call it a decade,
Yeah.
they've all gone in.
Yeah,
They
that's
go in,
right.
they go up to
It's changed now. The whole thing's changed. But there you go. That was
His
Cooter's
brothers,
brothers,
two
was it?
brothers,
There you go.
Beautiful.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that was
Absolutely amazing.
Well, that's what you share it with, huh?
Absolutely.
And there he is, the great man. Doggy.
There's
How
Doggy
tough
Brown.
was he, mate?
Yeah.
There you go, Mill. The Diesel man has got his premiership. There's
Andrew
McKay, oh my God. Sexton.
Michael Sexton.
You know, this is a
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
great footage.
Like I've always said, the unsung heroes were for me Rice, Clappe,
Yep.
Spalding,
All the ones that come from different
Yeah.
clubs.
Absolutely.
Manton.
Manson was the other one. He come from Essendon. Yeah. We had, I think, one of the commentators said Carlton, and then he goes, they're not rejects, but he got a lot of, not rejects, but players from other clubs.
Recycled. You say recycle, but you know,
it's fine.
There's nothing wrong with that. As long as they come in and do a job. And,
absolutely.
You know,
so that's great memories there, man, of... and it was for us too, and it's a long time ago.
Now we've got to make our own history.
Yeah, it makes us look good by losing, like by not making it.
Yeah,
mate. Handball it over.
Yeah, it's time to handball it over.
Would you, as a club now, would you prefer to be forgotten about? So the next generation is not as in forgotten about, but like move on from me, if that makes sense.
Well, I want the baton to be passed on.
Yeah.
Just like the Wolf, great.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. You know, I think it's time.
The Wolf's another big thing. I think moving it over to Sard,
perfect.
It's been beautiful. It's brought all of us into it.
Could you imagine a win now after 29 years?
28 years. It's been so long,
mate.
It's been so long.
I'm sure we'll be called up. Let's say we make it this year.
Oh yeah,
we'll be called up. We'll probably walk around with them
and then you can share it with someone, because there's no use, you know, like I think Kevin Barlett was a thing when he did the 400, he goes, it's a lonely like meeting every year because there's only like 2 of us, you know, you want more people there.
So let's talk about like sportsmen's nights and luncheons.
Yeah.
Yes.
They've been asking us, call it the collective, for 28 years. Imagine they win. We'll be out. We'll be out.
But that should be the natural progression.
That should be. Yes. Especially after 28 years. Oh, my.
And you talk about the same thing.
Yeah.
How was it? How was this? How was that? So for me and for Kuda, it's all about, we just talk about our upbringing.
Yeah.
We don't talk about football.
Yeah.
The football.
And I've noticed.
It was like, what was it like on the day? Yeah, it was great. What was the captain like? He was great. He was an inspiration. What was Elliot like? He was this, he was that. What was the coach like? You know, who did you like? Who didn't you like?
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. It's how did we get there?
Yes.
They want to hear the stories.
100%. And that's what
we want to hear. That's what we want to hear.
That's why we love the interviews and that, and we try to get like, how did you get there, man? You know, like, what was the process? You know,
that's why, again, I'm big, and I told Cookie, our CEO, and he kind of like lit up when I told him. I said, you know how big I am on this. Get an empty cabinet with a platform and put it in front of the 16th cup at the club, an empty box.
Or just have it at the training.
Anywhere.
Just have it there.
Have it empty and 17 with a question mark.
That's what we need to feel.
As soon as you walk in, into their training facility.
Yes.
Have it at the gym.
Yeah.
Have it at that.
Whatever it is, wherever it's the moment you walk into the club, there should 100%. Be that 17th empty 100%. Box.
And that's because you need something to strive for. You need that final pinnacle. And it's not, what are we doing?
It's not a self-fulfilling prophecy. If people are unless it's told to you and drummed into you, it's people think, oh yeah, that's why do we have to say that? Of course, that's why they play. No, not all the time, mate.
People play for a lot of other things.
Exactly.
You know exactly right.
You know
exactly right.
Harmsy said to us, one of the great pound for pound best footballers ever to play the game. 3-time Premiership
player. He's not very biased, is he?
No, not much. Mate, I love the bloke. But he said, he's sitting there with Marku and he goes, don't worry about all the money. He goes, this is what we played for.
I'd give up everything.
Everything for my mates and
medals.
And this Premiership.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like at the end of the day, you got, but at the end of the day, those memories, that's all you got left at the end, you know what I mean? So you get together with your mates, you know, like Kuda, and you get Mill and all your close mates, and you get together. I bet you have a ball just reminiscing about not only playing, but your time with each other during that 10 years, you know?
And imagine we didn't win a Premiership.
Yeah.
What it'd be like. I wouldn't know.
No.
Exactly.
So ask someone that didn't win a Premiership what it's like. I mean,
there's always that empty feeling.
Yeah, there is an empty feeling.
No, it's the best.
There's a lot of greats that haven't even been in finals.
Exactly.
Let alone the grand finals. So.
Yeah. And there's been a lot of, well, you can't say if you win a Premiership, but ordinary players that have won a Premiership.
Well, it's all part of the team, isn't it?
But
anyway,
you're part of it.
So let's just quickly go through this. We got just a few viewers.
Comments.
And you can read this because you've got good eyes.
Gokan, welcome back, boys.
Hey,
hello, mate.
Few announcements around him, man.
Paul Dixon, he always comments. Welcome back, fellas. Nice teaser for a big 2023.
Yeah, we love Paul.
The CFC. Thank you.
What about this bloke?
Justin Akari. Hello, Justin. Boys, we got to fly the We Want 17 banner. It's Premiership or bust, or we will burn the whole thing down.
100%, man. We need the 17th one. What about this one?
John Holden. Hello, John. Great show back, boys. Look forward to catching up at training and the practice match. Go Blues. Hello, John.
We
How are you,
love
mate?
John. We've seen him at the.
Hope you're well.
We've seen him at the training and that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hope you're well, mate. Ryan Benga. Another great show, guys. Looking forward for the next season from a fellow Aussie train driver. There you go.
Yes,
You can
and I
shake
wrote
hands.
back to him and he hasn't answered me.
All right,
like,
right
from
back,
where?
Ryan.
From where? Like,
Right
I
back,
don't know.
Ryan.
I can't remember him from work. Maybe it's
The
a
moon, the
beeline.
line, the moon.
Maybe
Making
a
a
beeline.
line. There you go.
And what is like-
Steph, great to have the show back. Yes, it is
Yeah,
indeed.
Steph. Now,
Thank
this
you.
last one I just want to show you. This is from Tanya Farrugia.
Who's Vince's partner.
Vince's partner. So
Yes.
she has sent in this and she
What's she
thought,
sent in?
I'll show you.
Okay. Let's have
She's
a
done
quick
this
look.
for us.
What's she done?
Oh,
God. That's
that?
actually perfect. It's actually perfect.
I love it. Look at that,
That's
mate.
great. You just need a set of glasses, Rocco. Do you wear glasses? No.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, only
Doesn't
sunnies.
look like
Only
you.
to look cool.
Yeah.
Only to look cool.
The bottom one looks like him.
Yeah. Mate.
Yeah,
The graphic looks like
that's all right.
Bloody, yeah. The graphic
Wow.
looks more like you than you look more like you.
Yeah. Well, then she thought she'll throw her love of her life.
Oh, yeah. And what? Oh, God.
Close.
Close.
The eyes, just the eyes.
Hey,
She looks like he's just
she
woken up
sent
from
it
a
in, so
bender.
I just thought that was very, very close.
I like
there you
it.
go to Big Vincennes.
Yeah, big pink jeans.
And now she knew you were coming on.
Oh, God. Oh, no. What's Ange got? Are these like AI generated or something?
No.
It looks like the Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff.
Looks like Ross Henshaw.
Yeah. So thanks for
I was
that,
happy that day.
Tanya.
I was happy.
Yeah, we're very
Thanks for
happy.
The tips going.
Yeah, but mate, God.
Thanks for that. And that's it. What a big
What a
show.
wrap. We're
What a
like,
big
what
show.
are we, like 10 past 4 here? So
Yeah,
we're like
that's it.
on cue for you.
Yeah.
All I got to say
Is what?
is this is what it's all about.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, actually, we had that. Hey, and this is the footy record before the game.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
The football record.
It's got everything in there.
We
And
need to
Come
see
on.
this. This needs to become Patrick Cripps.
100%.
Has to.
That needs to become
Oh,
Cripper.
very close. Has to.
Look at this.
That's
Like, this is one of my pride possessions, man.
I hope that you can put that in a box very soon.
Yeah,
to
I
be
know.
forgotten
No, it's
about.
always
Not
gonna-
forgotten about.
It's always going to be special. The
Ange
big
Christou,
Ange,
39.
woofer.
Take it easy, mate. Take it easy.
Get your hand off it.
Come on, man.
Get your
This is
hand
a
on
great read here. This is a great
stuff.
read.
Great
This is a
stuff.
great read. But that's what it's all about.
It
All
is.
right.
Pleasure.
Thank you, Angelo.
Evangelist.
Evangelist.
Mate,
Eve
it's been a
Angelus.
pleasure.
Cyril Jealous.
Let's
Thank
you.
Poser, mate. Evangelist.
let's Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all
Instagram,
of that. Go
Facebook,
on,
TikTok.
become a member.
Become a member.
Because then you
Become a
get a chance.
member.
Yes.
Get a chance to have a kick against this man here.
Yes.
He reckons he's got a bit of a dodgy knee.
Even with the dodgy knee, I reckon I'll.
But he was kicking 65 the other day. So
Off his right foot.
the first official show back on the 14th
Of March,
The other thing
yes.
is get your tickets because
Blue Abroad.
Where we
season
going?
launch. We're going to North Seafood Bar and Grill.
and in the meantime go down, see him. The food's great. You get to have a
The
photo
food is-
with Ange.
The grill calamari
That's what I had.
is spot on.
You know what I had yesterday? What I had? Blue Boy.
Yes, named after the
Yeah, the Blue Boy. But I did
Honestly,
have
I'm not
chips.
just saying it. That grill calamari in our area, or wherever, mate, it's the best I've had. Seriously, it's the best I've had.
Nice to hear.
Honestly,
You know what
I'm
else
not
is
blowing
good?
smoke up his
And
ass.
my
I'll
missus,
tell
she
you.
gets it every time she goes there. First of all, the oysters are as fresh as.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not an oyster fan.
Yeah, but
I
she
love
did bring
oysters,
her. She did bring her own chili because she's very particular.
Oh, okay.
She had to put her own chili on there. But it's the spring rolls, mate.
Oh,
Prawn spring
fantastic.
rolls.
the prawn spring rolls.
I pinched the idea
Sensational.
off the Fitz, Neil Hanna's.
Oh, did you?
Back in about 15 years ago. Yeah.
I'm telling you, mate, because you homemade.
And I tweaked it, yeah. So we homemade, we make everything.
Yeah.
We cut everything. We
Best.
cut our own fish.
I'm telling you, man. Like
Make
we
our own
always
dips,
get
we make
those
our own
spring rolls.
entrees,
Great
we make
atmosphere.
Marinaras, we make risottos, we make platters.
Yep.
It's huge, man. I'm
Brilliant.
telling you, I love it. I love the food. Like
The
I said, I
atmosphere's
can't
great.
remember.
It's all brilliant.
My favourite meal there.
Local mothers.
Local mothers.
Yes.
Greek little donuts.
Yeah.
You know, but my favourite, I love the pasta marinara.
Red or white?
Nah, I like the white.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
There
the
you go.
white. That's my favourite. I'll go there always to go and have that. But last time I had the
stuff.
fish, and that was superb. So
Great
go
stuff.
down, go and see Ange.
Come down.
Yep.
Do that, and that's it. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time. I hope everyone enjoyed this.
We'll be back in 2 weeks' time for the that's it, season
The
preview.
season, and that's going to be a big one.
It's going to be the first official show.
Oh yeah.
Not that these aren't official,
Nah,
but
these are official.
you know.
These are official. This one's going to go off the skyrocket.
Silly.
All right, very good.
Thank you very much. We always finish one way.
Go
With a
Blues.
shot? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, thumbs up, is it? Or
One,
go Blues?
it's just a fist up.
Go Blues. Let's do it.
3, 2,
2, 1.
Go Blues.
There you go.
75 years. That's how much time you get if you're lucky. 75 years. 75 winters, 75 springtimes, 75 summers, and 75 autumns. When you look at it like that, it's not a lot of time, is it? Don't waste them. Get your head out of the rat race and forget about the superficial things that preoccupy your existence and get back to what's important now. Right now, this very second. And I'm not saying drop everything and let the world come to a grinding halt. I'm saying that you can become a seeker. You can be loving more. You can be taking some chances. You can be living more. You can be spending more time with your family. You can be getting in touch with the part of you that lives instead of fears, the part of you that loves instead of hates.